tennis bracelet in natural mind.
4 carats total weight in yellow or white gold, only $39.90.
And how about this diamond chain in cultivated?
12.5 carats total weight, collection color and lab grown, only $79.90.
And last but not least, especially this year, 1.5 carat floating diamond pendant.
Collection color and lab grown, only $9.90.
Call, email, or message us for an in-person appointment.
Or sit back and relax for free FedEx shipping anywhere in the USA.
Call Diamond Dave at 480-397-2450. That's 480-397-2450. Or follow him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's at Diamond Dave, Kantor.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Ow! Sweetie, come here. Don't worry. I see a lot of patients with the exact same thing.
Ever since the ice skating rink went in next door?
Or is it more than
Dr. Clark's business is heating up.
So many patients need my help. How will I find time to see all of them?
They need to hire a scheduler, stat.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Now open in Scottsdale. It's United Porte Custom Door Showroom with 40,000 Euro doors and hundreds of state-of-the-art designs and finishes on display, plus kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, and more, all at wholesale prices. Builders, contractors, designers, and yes, you. Come see our showroom on Greenway Hayden Loop. That's United Porte, Porte. Stop by to see and feel the quality. United Porte Custom Doors. Find us at uporte.com. That's uporte.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Let's say you've got questions. You're looking into solar, but you don't know where to start. Well, Harmon Solar has the answers. Hi, I'm Jeffrey O'Brien, and listen, there's a couple of ways you can go here. One, visit harmonsolar.com, browse around, because right across the page, they got links to all sorts of great information, like frequently asked questions, equipment, tax credits, even testimonials. Or just give them a call, 800-281-3189. Ask them directly. They'd love to hear from you. That's 800-281-3189. Or just go to harmonsolar.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Tuesday here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Guy Keon Rose in the control room. You guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And I promised yesterday that we would read and answer Flogging Logger's text message. It was a question for Randy.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I guess I probably should have sent this to you before now so you'd have time to think about it. But
all right.
I don't think you need time to think about it if you are indeed the meteorologist that you say you are. So,
I say, okay.
So I'm not gonna worry about this. But it says, Flogging Logger says, explain to me, please, meteorological Randy Swami, the difference in the atmospheric pressure wherein or how the Collegiate Alliance can sway a game or not, aka the shoe over 100,000 fans, a true home field advantage. The NFL is a joke compared to the college home field, with a couple exceptions. Buffalo, great game the other night. Kansas City, please move to London. Chiefs, Lambeau, let's converse this subject. I don't understand what he wants.
I don't either.
It was phrased as a question because it started with "Let me ask you."
Yeah, but there's
then
no
question actually got asked in the process of all of those words being typed out.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Randy's supposed to do with that either.
Randy, maybe as a weatherman, you saw the question in the word salad.
Read the first part of the text again, please, Jeff.
Read that again.
Were there any,
just the first part?
Any
Just
punctuation? In
explain to me.
Yeah. Explain to
like
me,
that.
please, meteorological Randy Swami,
Yeah.
the difference in the atmospheric pressure, wherein or how the Collegiate Alliance can sway a game or not.
Well, the Collegiate Alliance cannot sway a game using anything meteorologically
Who's the
speaking
Collegiate Alliance?
or scientifically speaking.
About the NCAA?
I don't see how the NCAA can make it snow or make it rain. So I believe that your question is void and without merit. Thank you.
Only
thank
the
you for
NIL
texting
can
it.
make it rain, yo bitches. Okay.
That's money though. It's not real rain.
I don't know who can make it rain, to be honest, because no rain has hit me in years. So
yeah, that's
I don't know.
I hope I answered your question. Who was it?
Flog and Lager.
Flog and Lager. I hope that you are leaving satisfied with the answer I've given you.
No, nobody's satisfied. It's not even about your answer.
It's
so
more
here,
about the question.
let's try another one.
Right.
I got this one in actual email from Thundar the Santa Barbarian.
Is asking me a question.
Yeah, well, yeah, he wants to know what you think of the golden rule. I'm sorry, the golden at bat rule. Have you heard about that? Rob Manfred says there is a buzz around this golden at bat rule. And here's the idea. This is dumb as hell, but here's the idea. They're saying that the team could choose one at bat in every game to use their best hitter, regardless of where they are in the lineup. So, like, say let's say the Diamondbacks have the bases loaded and 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. They could bring their best current hitter, as long as they're not already on plate, up to bat whenever they feel like it. It's a one-time deal.
Yeah.
Not a substitution like a pinch hitter.
I hate this. This is you're talking about a batter hitting out of order in the lineup. You're talking about something that's been a rule since the very inception of baseball, the great game of baseball, and now you're trying to just say, oh well, we've got bases loaded. Now we want Shohei Ohtani to come up and hit.
Well, wait,
he's supposed to hit next inning. But he could come up now and he could hit.
Can you do the following? I don't know. Let's say Randy White is up to bat. He gets a base hit. He gets himself to first. And now they say, wait, we're going to use our golden at-bat rule. We want Randy White back to bat. We're going to put in a runner for him. Now Randy White batting again. You hit it yourself in with an RBI.
It's complete. Look, if Rob Drunky Drunk allows this, he's more stupid than I originally thought. This would be it would be a terrible move on the part of the commissioner of baseball.
It sounds like an idea that the only time you hear an idea like this is about 425.
Yeah. This is without any sort of merit. I invalidate his existence, and we'll move on now. Thank you for texting in. I'm always available. Thank you. Or in this case, emailing in.
Yeah, he hates it too. Thundar the Santa Barbarian, he says he hates it too.
This is video game crap. This is not. What is this?
This is absolute
desperation. Is what it seems like.
But desperation for what? This is not going to make baseball better. Furthermore, I thought that Rob Manfred's thing was that he was drunk. I was not aware that he was also high as a kite.
Yeah,
it was a gateway. It was a gateway.
What?
So he's saying at the owners' meeting, there was a little buzz around this. That's what he's saying. The only buzz we know is the one that Manfred carries on a consistent basis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the only buzz around this, you're exactly right, is when he gets 5 o'clock for Manfred and he starts opening them up. Yeah.
And that's apparently after
Yeah.
he's already done a little work at 420.
That's
right.
This is ridiculous.
I can't believe this.
This is I mean, Keon, can you think this is absolute stupidity.
I can't understand it. I don't believe it. Like, this is the kind of thing that you would do to make a video game baseball game more interesting, not actual baseball.
Yeah.
There's so many things that could go wrong with this, and Jeffrey only named one of them.
Yep.
Why would you even think about this? Why would you say this out loud as the commissioner of baseball in front of other human beings?
He says, calm down, Karen. He says this is only the conversation only stage right now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So get off Rob Manfred's back, says Rob Manfred.
The thing is,
I know.
Rob, and I'm going to call you Rob because I'm not going to call you what your title is. You're doing a disgrace to it.
Mr. Dip Bleep.
The thought should never have formulated in your mind. And then once it did that, I should point out miraculously, it should never have left your mouth.
Can
You
I just
can't suggest
simplify?
something that dumb.
I'll simplify. You know you can flush a toilet.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave that turd floating in there
Yeah.
just because it happened to show up.
Golden bat. You know what else is golden? Silence, Rob. Silence is golden. That we would have been better off with you sitting in that meeting and not saying a mumbling word.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So there you go. We've answered 2 questions for super fans of the Fourth Dimension. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Flog and Logger.
Yeah.
And you're welcome, Thundar the Santa Barbarian.
Yeah. Yeah. Just ridiculous golden rule. How stupid.
It's just like in Mario Baseball, maybe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not
I
the
mean,
majors.
I don't know,
What are
Randy.
we
You were against the pitch clock for a minute. You were against other things. The Robo. Are you sure you're not going to change your mind on this one?
I'm not going to
Yeah,
change it.
well, because Randy's
so-
still out on the pinch runner, the ghost
yeah,
runner.
Nobody's
on
out
second.
on that.
Second
Everyone.
edition.
Well, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying. This
my
is one of
God.
those rules where it's like this is not even up for
This
debate.
is like that. It's like that rule. I mean, how do you, as scorekeeper, how do you make this work? I mean,
Get
how
used
is
to
this?
it.
How's, oh my God.
I mean,
No.
Get used
it's
to
there,
it.
it's
It's
there
here.
to
Get
stay.
used to the what are they going to call this? Golden. I guess that's it. The golden. I already forgot what they call it. It's so dumb. The golden hitter.
I thought first of all, I thought the golden rule was do unto others as you would have them do
No,
unto you.
is do unto others before they have a chance to do unto you.
Oh, is that it?
That's
At least
one
it
way
is
of
in my
thinking about
house.
I see.
Golden at bat rule is what they're calling it. That's
No. This is stupid.
stupid.
It's a sheer damn stupidity.
Well,
is
you're
what-
still watching baseball
Yeah.
with the Ghost Runner.
I-
How
I
many
am, and I
more of
hate it every
these
time. Yeah.
are you going to be able to take before you're not watching baseball anymore?
Well, they are bringing out the robo-umps, and they're going to try them this spring to
But
see
you
how
say
it
you
works.
like the idea now just because of how bad the officiating has been.
I do like the idea because now you have these umpires that are not going to be able to sway a game one way or the other because they don't like the batter.
Good
The
point.
batter maybe yips a little too much about the umpire.
Mhm.
The problem is you're going to have somebody that's going to be tuned into these balls and strikes by the robo to make sure the umpire is not skewing what the robot umpire is calling.
Yeah, I
You
don't
see
think
what
they'll
I'm
get
saying?
away with that because it'll be automatically fed to television, I would bet.
Well,
You know?
I don't know. What I've seen before is the umpire just makes the call. How do you know that's the call? That's what I'm saying.
So here's what you're gonna have to do as a batter. You're gonna have to learn binary. You're like 1-0-1-1-1-0-1-1-1-1-0-0-0-0-1-1-1-0-1-1-1-0.
Yes.
So's your mom. And that's I just devastated
Yeah.
a computer right there.
Wow.
There's no coming back from that. What I just did to that computer.
Well, the computer is working off cameras. It could be like what Kurt Schilling did several years ago when he was a Diamondback. He smashed one of those cameras on his way into the dugout. He just absolutely smashed the camera just to pieces.
Well, that's not right. You can't be smashing the camera.
He saw the camera and he just beat the hell out of it.
What if they delay a game for that?
He beat that camera, as Keon would say, like a drum.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would say that. Yeah.
I don't think only Keon says that, Randy. But yeah, I think Keon would say that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think he has said that. But I don't think only
Definitely,
Keon
yeah.
says that. I think there's other
No.
people who say that.
Well, no,
you
I
know
think
that Keon didn't make that up, Randy.
I think he did.
It
I think
Keon,
he
did you make that up?
No, it definitely predates me. I got that from other people. I liked
Oh,
it when
I'm
I
sad
heard
to
it.
hear that.
Then I
Yeah, I think
said it.
You figure you should know that, Randy.
I'm sad to hear
Yeah,
that, Keon. I thought for the longest time, well, up to today, up till right now, I thought you came up with that.
Well, I am sad to inform you that I did not. I did not. No.
Oh man,
I think that's why Randy voted to hire you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons.
Which is
Yeah.
hard.
Should we have a phone call later, Randy?
I think we should.
okay.
Yeah.
Not
Now
the
that
impression I was
know
trying to give
this,
you, but yeah.
it might be time for Keon to,
I'm
spruce
clever.
up
I am
that
not
resume.
clever.
Yeah.
Spruce it up. Oh boy.
Well, are you ready for some other sadness? We're getting a bunch of texts saying there's something wrong with 99.3 FM now.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God.
it's been going on over the last couple of days, I think.
Oh no, Randy, it's not. It's on life support. Don't worry, it's not going to stay this way.
Oh, okay.
We're people are going to get some doors kicked in, and don't worry, the authorities will take care of this. I think we got a pirate. There's some pirate out there who's interfering with our signal on 99.3. I think
Well, we
that's
need to
what's
sink
happening.
his damn boat. That'll teach him. You sink a pirate's boat. What's he got left? Nothing.
That's
he
it.
has nothing.
You'll sink the boat.
Yeah.
Cardinal Art says the hell's wrong with the FM side of the show. Anyway, kind of cool listening on AM right now. Yeah, see, there you go. You've got alternatives. If 99.3 FM is getting interfered, now I've been hearing a couple different things. One, a jazz station. On the other end, rap music. I don't know what the hell it is. Well, whatever it is, if you're getting interfered with, let us know. Good to know. But then you can listen to 1580 AM until the sun goes down, or you can just at any time listen to us on the app or the stream. You don't even have to download the app. You're like, I'm not downloading another app. Then just use your phone and go to 1580thefanatic.com and click on the listen live. Whoop, there you go. It'll work in your phone. No app even necessary, but you should have the app. Let's be honest.
It's just easier because then you don't have to type anything in the next
What are
time.
you,
wanna listen.
caveman? You know,
What are you saying now? The pirates playing jazz music over 99.3?
we can't figure. There's been a couple of different conversations. So
Is it like Miles Davis jazz?
I would
or-
imagine there's a van driving around with an antenna, like in the movies, and some agents are about to kick in a door. That's all I know. I can't say any more than that. So until the agents kick in the door and our signal sounds the way it's supposed to sound again, you have the stream at 1580thefanatic.com, or you have the app, or you have 1580 AM until the sun goes down. So there you go. That's sorry, Cardinal Art, but thank you for the heads up on that. Charger fan says, hey, what's up with the reception? Not great the last couple days. Or is it my vehicle? It is not your vehicle. Back in the old days when Randy and I were younger, we'd tell you it was your vehicle. No matter what.
Maybe we would. Maybe we wouldn't.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, yeah, I use the website without the app. Never have an issue there. Only issue is your James throwing pick sixes last night. We can't be held responsible for any of that.
That's all him.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Last night's game, is just the best thing to say. We thought it was going to be pretty open and shut case that the Broncos would beat the Browns, and because the Broncos had the good defense and the Broncos have been looking better on offense. Yeah, the Browns have a good defense, but they also have Jameis Winston, who throws the ball to the other team a lot. And for a while, that wasn't happening. And it looked like, oh my God, this is a shootout. I mean, the game ended up 41-32, a high scoring game. And, they were just sort of trading punches back and forth. And Bo Nix had himself a hell of a night. And let's be honest, right up to the end, so did Jameis Winston. And, but then at the end, Jameis got to be Jameis. And he looked for the closest Bronco defender and made sure he got that ball. It was right on target.
I mean, 2 pick sixes to lose a game by 9
in a row.
In a row. But to lose a game by 9 in which you spotted the opposition essentially 14 points has to
10 seconds apart.
Feel bad.
Can I repeat that? 10 seconds apart. And the first one, Benito ran that 71-yard pick six, which 1 minute 38 left in the clock. So then the next one comes at I'm sorry, I got it backwards. McMillan got a 44-yard pick six, 148. And then Benito got his 71, 138. It just, I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. The reason I'm happy is, did you guys see what happened?
No. A streaker? Was it a streaker?
No. Did you go to the picks, the Harman Solar picks?
Oh, that's right. You had the perfect pick week.
I had the perfect pick week. And guess what else? I won. I won the entire week because
I should hope so.
Jokingly, well, no, there was 4 people who had perfect picks.
Oh,
but jokingly, whenever I put that score for the tiebreaker, I go, well, I thought, well, I'll just go really high with this number. And just jokingly, 69. I just always put 69. Well, that helped me win it because
it put you closest to the
when you have a 73-point game, well, I was the closest. So I don't get the prize. The next highest one that would win if I wasn't there was Max Gruber, who had the 16. Germ 2024 and our own Tiger Paws also had perfect. So those 3 had perfect, but Max Gruber got. Oh, Jesus.
Are you okay?
What just happened?
My lighting grid fell down.
Okay.
The lighting grid fell down. I lost my little copy holder, and I lost my light, and it hit my camera. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Well, I can still see, so let's continue. What was I saying? I win.
Yeah,
Yes,
you were saying
just about what you were saying. Yes.
Pretty happy about that. Even though I'm not able to. Now I have crawled my way up to overall 5th place, which, generally every season I've been up around the top, and in many years I have won the whole damn thing, and we give the prize to 2nd place. I didn't think I would get this close, and I don't know if I'll stay this close, but I'm pretty damn happy with as bad of year as I've had in fantasy football. A couple of weeks in picks where I was hot garbage, to find myself crawled back up to 5th place. This makes me feel better about this season. It's the only thing I've got. Randy beat me in fantasy football again.
Well,
now I got to play Keon, whose team is really damn good.
Wasn't going to say that.
No, it's all right, man. If I got to get beat by somebody, it might as well be you.
Well, thank you.
And I don't know if you noticed, but I did try.
You did. You did try.
Tried to weather the storm of injuries and all of that, but yeah.
So listen, let's talk about some of that fantasy football stuff. We're going to take a break. I'm going to put the lighting grid back together and pick up all my papers and things, and we'll get back to it. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. This update brought to you by Sport Trade. Download the Sport Trade app and use code VSIN to earn 10% cash back on every bet in your first week. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
The Phoenix Suns are home tonight as they take on the San Antonio Spurs. Phoenix coming off a win Saturday against Golden State. They've won 2 of their last 3. Tonight, Phoenix is a 7.5-point favorite, minus 290 on the money line, while the Spurs are plus 240. The over-under tonight at 229.5. NFL Week 14, Arizona hosting the Seattle Seahawks. The Cardinals at 6-6, a game behind Seattle in the NFC West. The Seahawks are a 2.5-point home favorite, minus 145 on the money line. Seattle plus 125 with an over-under total of 44.5. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
The Fanatic is your home for fall football. Catch the NFL and NCAA live games on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Brought to you by Bet365. It's never ordinary at Bet365.
At Diamond Dave's Desert Wholesale Diamond,
we offer incredible diamonds, both mined and cultivated, all at amazingly low prices.
Check out these cultivated lab-grown diamond earrings.
2 carats total weight, collection color and lab-grown, only $25.90.
And she'd love this amazing tennis bracelet in natural mined.
4 carats total weight in yellow or white gold, only $39.90.
And how about this diamond chain in cultivated?
12.5 carats total weight, collection color and lab-grown, only $79.90.
And last but not least, especially this year, 1.5 carat floating diamond pendant.
Collection color and lab grown, only $9.90.
Call, email, or message us for an in-person appointment.
or sit back and relax for free FedEx shipping anywhere in the USA.
Call Diamond Dave at 480-397-2450. That's 480-397-2450. Or follow him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's at Diamond Dave, Kantor.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Mary Grace. There are a few misconceptions about Alzheimer's. It's not just memory loss. It's the loss of mobility, the risk of falling.
For more information, contact the Alzheimer's Association at alz.org, sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association.
We put you so close to the game, you can almost smell the sweat.
Ooh, awkward.
GCU basketball is live on the Fanatic.
Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Catch the Lopes live from GCU Arena when they take on the University of Hawaii. Don't miss a minute of the action live here on the Fanatic.
Michael Potter and Paul Coro have the call live for GCU basketball on 1580 The Fanatic and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Everything back, Jeffco? You feeling good?
I don't know. Some of the stuff is still messed up, but I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Glad you were not injured in that catastrophic event.
Well, I was on the right side of it. You know, It all went that way, away from me. So,
what do you think it was? That ghost that lives in your house?
No, it's just me working my mouse over here. I just bumped into the light and just there it goes. It's fine. It's fine
when that happens. Are we live?
So, now I got to put a thing that says 0 days since the last workplace incident.
I hate changing that sign.
It's no problem. It's 0.
Yeah.
I got a text from Navy Brad. I just got to say, tip of the hat, but boy, are you in for a surprise. He says, hey, Christmas came early, and he sends me a picture. He says, this is my new 100-inch television.
Wow.
He's taken all the styrofoam stuff on it. It's got all the plastic wrap and stuff. That's huge. I got an 85-inch TV, but let me say, I hope you thought this through, because we had to move all the furniture farther away from the TV. Because first we got that TV and we're just like, click. I'm like, am I getting a tan? What is? We are way too close, and then you're like, your eyes, you just it's too much on your eyes.
It's like sitting in the front row of the movie theater.
It's worse. I've done that, so we moved back. We figured out what the actual distance is. So hopefully, Navy Brad, I hope you've got room to move your couch back or whatever, your chairs back or whatever you use, because that is 15 inches bigger than my TV. It's funny when I show pictures of my TV, like I'll put a tweet out about something on the game. People are like, oh, look at that little TV you've got. No, that's a 60-inch TV next to the bigger TV. And we had to move. Like sometimes I just sit in the kitchen. It's too close.
But hey, you're closer to the snacks.
Now my TV is itty bitty compared to this 100-inch TV that Navy Brad's got. So let me know how that goes. You might have a little bit of buyer's remorse when you're like sitting in the hallway trying to see your TV, you know, especially if you're by the bathroom. That's no good. So anyway, congratulations on that. That's awesome. Oh, crap. Bad news. So we're not done talking about Monday Night Football, just so you know.
Oh, no.
I saw this and I immediately sort of put it out of my brain. Noted to myself, guess where I'm not going to go? Guess where I'm not going to go? Take a guess. Guess where I'm not going to go now?
To Denver?
Denver? No, Denver's a great place. What are you talking about?
To Cleveland?
Never going to go to Cleveland. It's a bleep hole and a half. I've got no reason for that.
Okay. All right.
All right, fine. I'll tell you. I'm not going to the Waste Management Phoenix Open.
Why? What happened now?
I saw the headline that King Kitten saw. Nickelback will play at the Bird's Nest.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't go to the
just avoid the birds.
The golf
now,
tournament.
remember all those years we were out there at the Phoenix Open, right?
Yes, yes.
And it was like, well, show's over at 6, time to go. So we go up there. We said to load up the stuff but off in the distance, you hear the music from the Bird's Nest.
No.
Whatever night that is, I'm not going to be there. If we broadcast live from there again, if we do, great. If we don't, I'm good. But if we end up doing this, I'm leaving early because my ears, no, I refuse. I will not listen to Nickelback.
All right.
I think that's fair.
That's not too much to ask. Because people have a choice. Oh, man. Feel bad for the people who have to work there, though. King Kitten says, hey, can I get free tickets? No. We'll give this man a beer and a shot, though, Randy.
Okay.
We at least do that for him.
But he wants to go see Nickelback. Are you sure you want to?
He's already drunk. It's all right. Give him a drink.
Okay. All right.
Pickle D says, got home with just over 11 minutes left in the third quarter. That game was so much fun to watch, especially considering those pick sixes led me to a $180 payout. Thanks, Jameis Winston. That's right. You had that parlay. He was working.
Congratulations.
5 interceptions in that game if you combine Bo Nix and Jameis.
Yeah, It was a mess, but it was also
it was very fun though.
Fun to watch. Yeah, I mean Jerry Jeudy sure got his. I mean Jameis Winston threw for just crazy yardage. I mean it was first off, I mean just the Browns in general on offense, 552 yards against one of the best defenses in the league. I don't know what happened to those guys last night, but they were not the best defense in the league last night. That was just ugly. And I mean, Bo Nix had himself a night too, 400 yards, and he was 18 of 35. I'm sorry for offense, but he was 294 and it had a touchdown. Although he had 2 interceptions, so that kind of didn't help, didn't help at all. But Jameis Winston, he was out there slinging it just fine, right him to that point. Now, of course, he came out and Jameis Winston says, I'm just praying to the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. Okay. And I'm sure the Uber driver was just praying to the Lord to deliver them from your hand. So, we all pray. We all have our reasons, I guess. Man, Troy Aikman has not either read the news or doesn't care because he's like, I love this Jameis Winston. Troy, did you hear about the Uber driver he assaulted? No, okay, that's fine. That is all right. That's fine.
Plus, in college,
in what context did he say that?
In college,
he was. Did you? I mean,
no, I did not have the audio on, as I never do.
I don't blame you. Was the Manning cast on? I never had a chance to even look.
I don't know. I haven't watched the Manning cast in a little.
He just was going on and on about how amazing he is and entertaining he is, and what a guy, what a fun guy, what a great guy. Oh, he's entertaining, he's fun, and he's a leader for his players. And all I can think is, an Uber driver. Wonder what they think. Yeah, I wonder what they think right now. Am I the only person that holds that grudge?
No,
I held that grudge with Ben Rapesberger. I'm going to hold that grudge with Winston. He's in the right place because that's where.
Yeah, that's it. Cleveland
the Browns
seems to be where that's. Granted, they're not the only team like that. I don't want to make it seem like this is a Brown specific problem, but the Browns
Chiefs
do
will
seem
bring
to
you
have
right in.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what you've done.
The Chiefs are like, look, we're looking for Super Bowls, and if you can help us find them, we'll just forget what you did in the past.
Tiger Paws says defense was optional. It appeared. That's a good way of putting it.
I mean, was it though? Because again, 14 of the Bronco points came directly from Jameis throwing the ball to
at the end of the game. 2 pick sixes. So credit to them for finally waking up and getting their damn job done. But for the rest of the night, all 500 yards of offense just got shoved down your throat. No, the defense was optional until that last couple of possessions.
I mean, that counts though.
I didn't say it didn't count.
And like,
Thank
I don't know.
God for
And
it.
like the defense, I don't know that makes defense optional because there was a lot of yards. What makes defense optional is do you give up the points? Like if you can play good red zone defense and you give up a boatload of yards, who cares if they don't score on you?
Well, they were scoring. Both sides were scoring. It was 31 to 32, or 30, whatever. I mean, it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then finally with the pick sixes, yes, the defense did get the job done for the Broncos. But up until that last point.
Yeah, but part of that is, like I said, 5 total interceptions in the game. So that two interceptions are giving you shorter fields that you have to defend. The defense was on the field. You throw the interception. Guess who has to come back out again? It's the defense. Like football's a complementary game. I don't know that you can just go defense optional just because the score. Like there are 5 picks in the game. That's defense.
I feel like it was less the defense with those picks and more with Jameis Winston.
But Bo Nix threw 2 of them.
So that was the Browns defense. The Browns defense played pretty solid.
That's what I'm saying. That both defenses I thought played pretty well, all things considered, because one guy, Jameis threw 2 interceptions. That's Jameis, but also like you do still have to catch the ball and like defend the player he's throwing to. And there's another interception that they got too. Meanwhile, the Browns defense also got 2. Is all I'm saying is I don't know that this counts as a defense optional kind of game when you've got 5 turnovers in the game. That affects the scoring.
So you had bad defense allowing a bunch of scoring, and then suddenly, oh, hey, we're back.
I'm saying
I think that the interceptions were more just given opportunity than
I don't know that that's true.
He was almost throwing it right to those guys. They barely had to make a move to get the ball.
If you could catch the ball that easily, you'd be a wide receiver. So no 5 turnovers forced in a game will affect the offense. It's going to give you shorter fields. It's going to give you the opportunity to start your drive from the 50 instead of the 20, which is going to end.
We had a little bit of both last night. We had a little bit of turnstile and we had a little bit of defense.
Yeah, there was a little bit of both, but I'm not going to say defense was optional like nobody was.
It seemed like it a lot of the time.
I disagree. I just, going back and watching it, I disagree.
Tiger Paws says, I was tied in 3 different pools and I lost out on all of them because of them picks.
Ooh.
Pickle D says, I drive for Uber a bit. I wish Winston would have taken a ride from me. I'd fight him and I'd sue the bejesus out of him and I'd ride off into the sunset. I like Pickle D here just fantasizing about some NFL player trying to grab him in the crotch so he could live the rest of his life in luxury.
When it comes to sexual harassment, though, that stuff is about power. They wouldn't have messed with you. The whole point is that it was a woman Uber driver that he harassed and assaulted.
Don't underestimate Pickle D's femininity. He might have,
he might have it, but if you're the kind of person that says, I wish somebody would try me, probably people won't try you.
No, you're probably right. Wilbur says, I purposely did not text the show yesterday. I still hate you guys.
What for?
Well, ASU. Did you listen? As long as you listened, I don't care. I don't care if you...
Oh, thanks for reminding us.
Wow. Yeah. ASU. What was it? 59 to 7?
It was 49 to 7, man.
Yeah, something like that. He says, I still love Randy though, because he loves the Cardinals.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Outside of that, oh, your team. Oh, your school.
You tried to tell us, our quarterback Noah Fafita. Oh, we were ranked at the beginning of the season. Can't you see we're ranked? And I was like, all your players left and your coach is gone.
Hey, but at least they have basketball.
But at least they tumbled out of the top 25 like a guy in a Life Alert commercial falling in the bathroom, just all the way down.
What do they have? Arizona have volleyball? Do they have golf? No, that's ASU.
No.
What do they have?
I can't tell.
Anything? Do they have anything? Shut it down, Mr. Wilbur. Just shut it down. Just it's all you can do. But put the whole campus on the market. Get on Zillow. Yeah.
Sell it for $1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Bat Flipper says defense optional. Keon's been watching the Commandos all his life. He'll find a silver lining in anything.
No, I think that when you play, I think football is complementary. I think when you play a game where you're giving the opponent short fields repeatedly with multiple turnovers caused by the defense, then that's going to inflate the score.
ASU Buddy says Jameis Winston probably had money line on the Broncos. I wouldn't be surprised. Oaktown Destroyer says, thank goodness I got streaming service going on here. Yep, everybody, I know we're having issues with the FM, so listen to 1580 AM, or probably just the best place to go is 1580thefanatic.com to click on the stream, or go get the 1580 The Fanatic app. Either way, it works. Oh, by the way, so let me just give you the rundown. So I got 16 right, so that puts me at 137. Randy, you had a good week too. You had 14 right.
Thank you.
So now you're up to 123. Now, don't feel bad, because that ties you with somebody. I hope it's Ralph. No, it's not Ralph. You're tied with Beat the Book Dylan Cohen.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, he got 10 right. He also has 123. So you are tied with the betting expert at 1580 The Fanatic.
And I'm not even trying hard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Keon, you've got one better than the betting expert. You have 124. You got 12 right this week. Did I get that right? 12?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look.
Yeah.
I make these picks, man. I just walk off.
Ralph got one less right than me. He got 15 right. So he had a good week, but that puts him now 6 behind me.
I wonder which one he got wrong.
I can tell you. That ain't hard. In fact, if you guys ever want to see all the picks, once the game starts, everybody's picks end up being public at the Harmon Solar NFL fan pick'em page at Pool Host. Of course, now my computer doesn't want to open it for me. Damn. All right. Well, I must be busy. I'll let you know that here in a little bit. Let's see here. So that is the standings, but right now the current leader in the clubhouse with 140 right, first place belongs to Pro Dog.
Wow.
Pro Dog is still there. So I am 3 picks away from number 1. That makes me so happy. I don't even know what to say. Makes me so happy.
Don't cry on the air.
I mean, I'm gonna cry. It's been a hard year, Randy. Trying to bring up. Okay, I got it. Okay, let's see. Ralph got Chargers and Falcons wrong. That's the one he got wrong. So let's take a look at our fantasy football. That is where I have nothing good to say about my efforts, but you guys are looking good. You guys are looking good going in the playoffs. I got bumped out of the playoffs. This is our last regular week. So my only hope is to beat Keon. It's probably not going to happen.
I don't know.
It's probably not, although
it's an injury-riddled week for me.
Yep,
also,
and a bye week.
And a bye-mageddon situation going on. So we'll see.
Anything could happen. I'm not giving up, but it'd almost be easier if I don't make the playoffs. So it's just like, it's already decided. I'm not, But here's at least the high score getter for the week. Surprise Bears in League 12 had 185.9. There was only like 3 teams that had anywhere close to that. Everyone else was low scoring. It was a low scoring week across the board. Right now, the Washington Rail Splitters in League 11, they have the best record, 12-1. And Mr. McGiblets in League 12 has the most points of any team, period. 2018.8. Those are the high numbers for the Daily Blender fantasy football teams. 888-368-1580. Golden Domer is on the text line. Says Jameis Winston. Yeah, I had money on the over. He provides lots of points to both teams. Ooh, that's right.
Yes, he does.
He scores, but he also helps the other team score.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
What if we find out that Jameis has been betting like this since college? because he's always played like this.
Oh my God.
He's never not played the game of football, and it looked exactly like this. So
That would be the scandal of the century. I don't even know what that would do.
Jameis Winston just betting overs on whatever game he's involved in his whole life.
If he doesn't go to prison, then the NFL will take him out to a black site somewhere, and he'll be in NFL prison. Where'd Jameis go? The NFL's like, we have no idea.
No clue.
We have no idea. You ever see that? What was it called? I don't remember. Remember James Spader was this guy, and they had him in the FBI thing, and then that gal was his daughter.
Oh, you're talking Blacklist?
The Blacklist. And then he showed up at CIA headquarters, and they grabbed him and they stuck him in a shipping container like 12 stories underground. And they had guards all around in a buffer zone, and he got books. That's Jameis's future. That if that actually ends up being a real thing. Wow. Golden Domer. That's a good conspiracy theory. And it actually tracks. Because
it's consistent. Like, how would you catch him? He's
even when
always
he's eating
played like
W's.
that. Yeah.
Even when he's eating W's, he's like, I'm eating the over. That's what I'm doing. Wow. Pickle D says, hey, Tucson has Mount Lemon. You can ski there. Whenever this godforsaken heat goes away, this is some BS. Okay, first off, we don't need lemon. We got plenty of places to snow up north.
Yeah.
Second, what the hell's up with this heat, Randy?
Well, I mean, it's just it's normal for this time of year. This is
No, it's not.
Fall, this is the fall
82?
weather.
It's not normal. It's December.
It's
December.
78 and sunny is what it is. 78 and sunny.
The high 81 or 82 degrees today.
Yeah. Well, it's 78.
Don't you lie to me, big media weatherman.
I'm not lying. It is going to get down to the mid 60s next week.
You know, I heard that last week. And I heard that the week before. You know, I hear a lot of weather bullcrap, Randy.
Well, I'm sorry. All I do is I read the charts and look at the radars and things like that, and then I calculate using extremely difficult math, and this is what I come up with. So 79 today, 74 tomorrow, 75 Thursday, 76 on Friday. Then after a nice, beautiful weekend of 74, 71, it'll be 65 on Monday. 62 on Tuesday.
I got my space heaters out. I haven't got to run them. I got my robe, which I end up having to take off because it's too warm. So now I just, I'm like, even right now, I mean, it's hot in here. It's hot in this room.
Hey, look, it's it's Phoenix, Arizona during the if it gives you any help. In Hawaii, Oahu is currently 79 degrees.
Who gives a crap? That's Hawaii. It's always supposed to be that there.
79 in Kailua as well.
We're almost past the only cool weather we're going to get. We only have like a month of this of a range where we get anything.
Yeah. December and January gets really cold. That is true.
I'm very angry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We probably should have gone to a break like a long time ago.
At least five minutes ago.
I did the thing
7 minutes ago.
like 3 minutes ago.
All right.
Did you do the
Seven-
thing? Really?
I did.
You're so short in the chair. Maybe I didn't.
I
couldn't even
thought
see
you,
it.
I thought you saw it. Like you kind of did like a nod.
No, I got Parkinson's. So
Okay. I just thought you saw it. That's all. And then
you realize how far you are down in that chair. If you're doing anything with your hands, I might not.
The chair don't go any higher, man.
Yeah. Tilt that camera down a little bit or something. I don't know.
It's an iPad. It'll tip over. We've already done this.
I feel like that if you really tried,
if I
there's a way to make this work.
really wanted to, but like I don't want to that bad, and it's more work than
But
I
see,
can
now
just
we're-
be at the bottom. I can do this.
Well,
It's
then
fine.
you're gonna have to do time stuff over your head, so I see it.
I did it right here. You can't.
That's-
Can you
yeah,
not see that? That
You
okay?
can now.
I didn't do it off camera. I did it.
You didn't get my attention.
I can also see me on the screen. So
yeah, it didn't get my attention. So you're gonna have to maybe go up like this. It's like Durka, like Team America World Police.
All right.
Hey, listen, I don't want to start anything, but now we're like 8 minutes behind. So
All right. Well,
Durka. That's what we need now. That's our cue.
Durka.
You even make the noise.
I will probably not do that. But
No, make the noise if I don't. Like immediately see it. Like in like 3 or 4 minutes, then go Durka.
Okay. I can do that.
That'd be fun.
But you are aware now, like we just talked about it. So I don't think I need to.
Yeah.
It just feels awkward. I don't know.
8 minutes now.
No, is it
8 minutes?
8.5. I mean, we should probably just give it a full 9, right?
Well, you could. I mean, we could just do an awkward silence.
Oh, this is still our hour 1 radio runs.
Yeah, we can get away with this. We can get away with it. That's fine. All right, we'll take the break. We'll come back. We'll read the texts, and we got a bunch of other stuff we got to talk about. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 Fanatic.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-600-9595. 800-600-9595. 800-600-9595.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Everybody's got a podcast these days. Comedy, politics, true crime, you name it. But how many actually teach you anything useful? Harman Solar has an entertaining podcast that is vital if you've been thinking about looking into solar, but you don't know where to start. Ralph and Ben explore the intricacies of utilities, equipment, processes, and more. Their primary objective is to educate and empower you to make informed decisions on your solar journey. So increase your knowledge, not your bills. Go check it out right now. It's the Harman Solar Podcast at harmansolar.com.
Sports bettors, we've all been there. You have a live bet lined up, you check the odds one more time, place the bet only to see the bet delayed by the spinny wheel, line move, and your bet rejected. My name's Alex Kane, and I'm the founder and CEO of SportTrade, Arizona's newest sports betting app. At the core of the SportTrade offering is our probability-based odds. In other words, the Cardinals may be offered at 55% odds to win, a lot simpler than minus 125. Place your bet at 55% odds, and as your win probability changes, so does the value of your bet, giving you the ability to cash out with total control. And the best part, no spinning wheels. Live bets on SportTrade are instantly accepted. Download SportTrade on your iPhone today and use code 1580 to earn 10% cash back on every bet in your first week. Terms apply.
SportTrade is regulated by the Arizona Department of Gaming. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The GCU men's basketball squad is coming off their winningest season in 35 years, their third trip to the NCAA tournament in 4 years, and their first ever NCAA tournament victory. Returning 4 of their 5 starters in Ray Harrison, Colin Moore, Duke Brennan, and reigning WAC Player of the Year Tyon Grant Foster, the Lopes look to defend their WAC titles and make a run to the Sweet 16. With a non-conference slate including Stanford, Georgia, and crosstown rival Arizona State, you won't want to miss a moment of the action. So join me, Michael Potter, and Lopes insider Paul Coro all season long right here on the home of the Lopes, 1580 The Fanatic. Lopes up.
Your home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. I got another note from somebody saying, hey, you forgot to change your calendar. No, I didn't. Since December. Right there.
You're just not going to show the car that was on the other side.
I'll show it to you once, just because I know you're curious.
Yeah.
But I just ripped off that page so that I don't have to sit here for an entire month and look at a piece of crap Ford. But it's I think it's John Wick's car.
Oh, look
that
at
might
that.
be.
It's a nice looking car, man.
That is beautiful. Why wouldn't you want that up there?
Yeah, what year is that? What year is that?
That looks like it's a 70.
Try again.
60? 65?
Nope. One more try.
68.
You are correct. That is GT Fastback. That's what that is.
Wow. Boy,
I'll tell you what, it's the only one that I look at. I'm like, maybe. Outside of that, I just can't stand Fords at all.
Yeah.
Found Road dead.
I mean, I understand, but that looks like John Wick's car.
Yeah. Well, I just put John Wick's car in the trash, so I guess I can expect a visitor later. It's not like I tore a picture of his dog in half. I just
That's
yeah.
If you would have done
That's
that,
the real one.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was looking at the calendar, Randy, and I don't know if you noticed this, but we're a month away from 2025, and I get somebody noticed about the calendar for 2025.
Yeah,
starts on a Wednesday.
Yes,
that means the first 3 days are WTF. That does not bode well for 2025.
Oh, no.
WTF.
No.
Yep.
Say it isn't so, Jeffco.
I can't. It is so. It's absolutely so. So 2025 begins with WTF. And
I suppose it's all downhill from there.
The last time this happened, 2020.
So like I said, it's all downhill from there.
So, yeah. I might just tear off the first page of that calendar and just, hey, everybody, it's February. Let's just pretend.
Let's go
all right.
2 months of February. I like that idea. Yeah.
Let's get caught up on the text line, 888-368-1580. Swazman says, Jeffrey, it comes down to the wire again for 6th spot in League Two. Average Joe and I are fighting it out for last playoff spot. Remember last year, I won the whole thing at 7-7. Yeah, I know, because you keep telling us. Delicious says, well, this is it for my playoff hopes in League Two. Fun season. And he has a candle lit, says rest in peace. Chief Skull says Jameis is eating the magic mushrooms. And Randy, when's it going to be snowing in Phoenix?
I thought we went through this already last segment.
Like the 10th of Nether. Just
yeah,
it's not going
I don't
to.
know that we're going to get any snow here in Phoenix.
Ever
we could.
again.
We could maybe in January, but I am not
Unless
guaranteeing anything.
You get that, what was that movie? The day after the beginning of the Yesterday's Tomorrow, or just because everything it freezes because global warming, and then the ocean stopped moving. So then it suddenly freezes the entire world.
Yeah.
And then Dennis Quaid is going to come get us out of a building. And with that.
Yeah. No, I think Dennis Quaid was in the building.
That's the only time it'll ever snow in Phoenix is at the end of the world.
I think you're right.
From here out, it's just hotter than hell.
Yeah, it's just hotter than hell. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Moist One says, I'm going to get down on a mid-60 later tonight. What? Navy Brad says, with the hot weather, we can blame Randy. Sure you can.
But I mean, you can, but it's not my fault. So,
hey, you want to be a fake weatherman, you take the fake weather abuse.
I am not a fake weatherman. I'm a fully licensed, genuine.
Let's see that license.
Well, it's in my office. You can go look at it anytime you want to. It's on the wall.
You mean the
in
thing
my
that a
office.
listener sent you in the mail?
No, I'm telling you, that's my diploma right there. It's signed by some very important weather
spell
guys.
it out.
Yeah.
Ringless Joe says, hey, Joe Burrow, I'm on defense. Then his ankles break and a touchdown is scored. Huh? What is he trying to tell me?
Not sure. I'll be honest.
A lot of drinking today, I think, from the people who are texting in.
On a Tuesday.
All
I mean,
right.
what another better day than today to have a few.
Wednesday.
Right?
Thursday.
Well, you can start
There's
over
Friday.
again. Yeah, well,
Of course, Saturday and Sunday. And there's always Monday.
Saturday and Sunday would be best, but
pretty much all those days, Randy.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. So tonight, the Phoenix Suns are hosting the San Antonio Spurs. So Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama are in town. Phoenix heavily favored in this one. In fact, 7.5 is the number there. Keon. I thought the Spurs were getting better, and they seem to have a pretty good record. So why are the Phoenix Suns so heavily favored, even with Bradley Beal and Nurkic out of the game?
I don't know. I don't know actually. On the betting show before this, we were talking about it because it's
you can say the name of it.
Yeah, Beat the Book
with Dylan Cohen.
With Dylan Cohen, and
put respect on his name.
Well, there already is respect on his name. On account of his name is on the show. But when it comes to this, like the Spurs are playing really well. 1 3 out of their last 4. Victor Wembanyama just had a triple-double the other day. And, without Nurkic out there, honestly, he might do it again. I think this is going to be a tough game.
I don't want to tell anybody to bet against the Suns, but these numbers, maybe it's a Vegas trap.
I don't know. Or maybe people just really high on the Suns with Kevin Durant. Just the fact that they do find ways to win. I think the Suns will probably win the game.
Or maybe Las Vegas is hot.
But I think that's a big number. I think 7.5 is a lot.
Yeah, let's see. The money line is plus 250 for San Antonio. The money line is reasonable, but it seems like the spread is a bit much.
Yeah, it's for how good they're playing, and that Chris Paul's going to probably want to stick it to the Suns. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's 1 hour down and 2 to go. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Fanatic is your home for fall football. Catch the NFL and NCAA live games on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Brought to you by Bet365. It's never ordinary at Bet365.
At Diamond Dave's Desert Wholesale Diamond,
we offer incredible diamonds, both mined and cultivated, all at amazingly low prices.
Check out these cultivated lab-grown diamond earrings.
2 carats total weight, collection color and lab-grown, only $25.90.
And she'd love this amazing tennis bracelet in natural mined.
4 carats total weight in yellow or white gold, only $39.90.
And how about this diamond chain in cultivated?
12.5 carats total weight, collection color and lab-grown, only $79.90.
And last but not least, especially this year, 1.5 carat floating diamond pendant.
Collection color and lab grown, only $9.90.
Call, email, or message us for an in-person appointment.
Or sit back and relax for free FedEx shipping anywhere in the USA.
Call Diamond Dave at 480-397-2450. That's 480-397-2450. Or follow him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's at Diamond Dave Kantor.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-457-6060. That's 1-800-457-6060. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-457-6060. That's 1-800-457-6060.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Mary Grace. There are a few misconceptions about Alzheimer's. It's not just memory loss. It's the loss of mobility, the risk of falling.
For more information, contact the Alzheimer's Association at alz.org. Sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. And your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. So, tonight you have the Suns at 7, but you also have GCU at 7, and they're playing Hawaii. Like all of Hawaii.
I know that's just the University of Hawaii.
Rainbow Warriors are
Yes.
in town.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I don't know what I feel like GCU's schedule has a lot of Charmin in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of super
Charmin?
soft. A lot of super soft.
I would
stuff.
not say that. I mean, first of all, they played Stanford and beat them. That was an undefeated team before GCU ruined that record. They played UC Davis earlier in the season, who they lost to. UC Davis nearly beat Stanford, but didn't.
These are the Rainbow Warriors.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you're saying you're seeing a lot of Charmin, and I'm saying like this
It's
is
not
like
a lot of Charmin.
This isn't a lot. This
feel
is
like it's
just this.
They're just beating up on people. I think
Well,
It's
I
just
think-
this.
I think Coach Drew put the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in the schedule because next year they get to go to Hawaii.
Oh, do
and
they?
play. Oh, so
Oh, that's smart. No,
get
that's
to
smart.
do that. See what I mean? It's a free trip on the university. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
no, that's good. That's
look,
actually good
he's-
thinking.
He is very smart. He's wise beyond his years. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm all pro GCU. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong on this, but I just feel like you just play it against a tree, so that the tree can't do anything. The tree just
okay.
it's
Well,
a tree.
we're not doing
And-
we're not doing mascot battle.
What?
You're not
No,
doing.
I'm just saying.
They
I don't know which.
they
Listen,
beat a
I know my
team-
50 states, and Norfolk wasn't one of them. I'm just saying. I don't know what that's about.
Okay.
So
that is a state-sponsored school located
Whatever.
in Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, I got breaking news. I have
Oh.
breaking news, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
This is breaking news.
They fired Kirk Campbell from Michigan, the offensive coordinator.
Oh,
They fired him. He's been relieved of his duties.
duties.
So, Keon, why they just won? They just beat the Ohio State, didn't they? And then now they're firing their OC.
They did. But if you looked at their offense all year, it's been atrocious. It's been very bad. And Michigan had a bad year outside of beating Ohio State, which is going to be a highlight and obviously kind of makes the rest of the season go down a little bit easier. It's been a bad year for Michigan football.
All right. Well, he's fired. So there you go. Anyways, back to GCU. They are hosting Hawaii tonight. And if you thought the spread was big for the Suns, 7.5, GCU, 14.5 over the Hawaiian Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah. And it's Hawaii, by the way, is like they're first in their conference. They're 5-1. It's not like you're playing a team that completely stinks. It's just you're better than them by a lot. And these schedules.
What conference?
Big West.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors is one of the other teams in the conference, like the JV team, or
no?
Okay, just make it the practice squad. I don't know. I just
No,
want to make sure.
no, that's not how that works. No, you
All right.
you can't have a different part of your team as another team in the conference. No.
Are you trying to tell me with a spread like this that these Hawaiians are going to come to town and give them a good game?
I don't believe they're just
didn't,
Hawaiians.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. I don't believe they're just Hawaiians.
Yeah,
I think they
the
have
school
to be.
the school is
No.
located in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You don't
No.
have to be from Hawaii to go to the University of Hawaii.
Do you mean there might be Hawaiians walking amongst us? Like they went from Hawaii to here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The head coach of BYU football he's Hawaiian.
No, didn't they beat U of A?
They did. They really did. But they did not
if
beat
I
ASU.
was at U Chalupa, I'd be looking to have him deported back to Hawaii. Why?
That is also America.
But it's farther away. If you can get away with the deportation to Hawaii,
but
that's farther away.
You just can't. He's also American. You can't deport him from here back to further here.
You know what? Let's just wait till after January. Then we'll see. Then we'll see.
That still doesn't work. No.
I think a lot of things are going to be different after January.
I'm sure that's really not going to be one of them, though. I don't think.
I'm going to make myself some notes. 888-368-1580. Ringless Joe says the Cardinals officially fell out of my favor. Wait, sorry, what? Ringless Joe, you're a Detroit Lions fan, and you're worried about the Cardinals falling out of your favor after the horrendous loss to the Vikings? Nobody cares what you think. Unless it's about your Detroit Lions. Why does Randy doesn't care that you think they just needed to do one nice thing for you? and let the Skull Frauds win another single score game.
It's not like they were undefeated and then they lost to Minnesota.
Well, I mean,
it was a close game.
Detroit is always looking for another one of their division foes to be run over in a game.
Well, wait. And why does he need this?
Because he's a Detroit Lions fan.
Isn't the fact that his team is good, is that not enough?
Yeah, you're at the top of the heap, man. What do you care what second place does?
This is the kind of greed they talk about in the Bible.
Mm.
That is just a high.
Which season?
Wow.
This season that he's having right now.
No, which season of the Bible? Because there's the first season.
Oh, which season?
Which is our Jewish friends that are like, well, that was a great
all of them,
and then Christians like the second season. And then the Mormons have some fan fiction going.
I would. Well, okay, I haven't read any of the fan fiction, but
it's really it's good stuff.
Seasons 1 and 2. Yeah. Very, very much.
So seasons 1 and 2 cover this.
Cover greed. Yes.
Ringless Joe, you're going to get it both ways.
Biblical levels of greed going on, sir. This is not good. This is not good.
Well, did you have a bet or something? I don't know what he's talking about. He says, I know the Kirk Cousins revenge game is this week.
Yeah.
It'll end the same way because the Falcons are blech. So my only hope is Ralph's Sea Chickens. What are you trying to achieve?
Just focus on your team being good. Why? Like, I understand laughing at your divisional rivals. Like, if they should so happen to also be bad, go ahead and have yourself a nice little laugh. But I'm not going to sit there and start getting mad at other teams for not beating my divisional rival too.
By the way, the other biblical thing, you go to the pride that you think anybody cares if they're in or out of your favor. Nobody cares about if they're in my favor. Nobody cares if they're in your favor.
You say that's biblical as well?
Well, pride cometh before the fall season or something. I don't know. Something to do. I watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Cardinal Art says, Randy, pour me up a cold brew. Give me a shot of your finest whiskey. Smoking some salmon and halibut with some smoked vegetables and the old Weber for the missus.
What kind of wood are you using? That's very interesting.
Hold on, Randy. That's filthy. I don't think we need to ask him that.
Talking about actual wood for smoking. I'm not talking about
for the
morning wood.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead. What kind of? Oh, that's just going to open up the door for a lot of other people.
What kind of organic wood are you using to smoke with?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
12.
You're right. Jesus,
thank you.
You're good at this. So I'm. By the way, I am on task to greatness, Randy.
Yes. Well, that's usual for you, Jeffco. Go ahead.
Gonna get a smoker. Soon.
What
In fact,
kind
I'm just
gonna
gonna say, get me a smoker for Christmas.
Oh, there it is.
And then,
yes,
I'm gonna get good at it. Forget about it for the summer. Get back to it again when it cools down. Get good at it.
Yeah.
And be good enough and ready to smoke our turkey next year.
Oh, that's going to be nice, Jeffco.
Smoke turkey 2025.
Oh, yeah.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
I got to get this right by then.
I'll teach you how to spatchcock a turkey.
God, you're filthy today. Again,
what
with
do you,
that. What
again,
the
it's
hell
a,
are you
it's a way
asking
of
about somebody's what kind of wood they're giving the missus? Now you want me to spatchcock
I said
something?
wood, organic wood, like in a tree, tree wood that
dirty.
you're using. Oh my God. Okay.
I feel just like I need a shower now. But you'll teach me how to use the smoker, right?
Oh yeah. Depending on what do you get? Don't get an offset. Get a pellet. You'll thank me later.
Pellet.
Pellet smoker.
Pellet.
Yeah. That's a great way to start smoking. Yes.
I thought I'd just buy a couple cartons and just start trying to smoke them one after another until I built it up. And
No, not cigarette smoking. I'm talking about smoking your meat.
You are just atrociously filthy.
Keon, can you help me here?
This has
happened to me on this show so many times. I
don't know. I don't know what to say.
Moist one hasn't even texted in on this yet. Just
yeah. Again,
I can't offer you any help here.
Smoking like steaks.
I don't know what to do with all these cigarettes now. I probably shouldn't have got them yet.
Well, you probably shouldn't have, and I didn't ask you to get those to start smoking. I said get a pellet grill.
Well, I'll definitely do that. We'll definitely do that.
Good.
Are they expensive?
Oh, they're all kind of expensive. Yeah. I have a Pit Boss that I like very much. Traeger Traeger's sort of the iPhone of pellet grills.
Do they have these things on Temu? Like for $10, I just get it sent to the house.
Sorry, no.
When various parts of your grill melt in on itself, then it's not going to make the turkey work
don't
very
get it.
well.
Yeah.
Chief Skull says, "Can you guys get Keon a taller chair?" Well, that means we could try that. That's
Yeah,
another
I don't-
idea.
I don't want a taller chair. This chair is perfect for this desk. It's just not perfect for the camera level.
know-
And this is a radio show.
Since 2017, when we put this radio station on the air, that's exactly where that damn thing has been. That camera has been exactly right there. And I have suggested over the last 7 years that somebody were to adjust that. Nobody's ever done it.
You know why?
I'm gonna have to do this
Because
myself.
no one who works at a radio station cares enough to fix a camera.
I just want to see more than just your little pinhead there at the bottom
I
of the
don't
screen.
know what to tell you.
We should probably maybe we could digitally zoom in on him. I'm sorry, Chief Skull. He's very salty about it every time we talk about it.
Yeah, because
So I'm just
I've
gonna
already
sneak in
fiddled
there.
with it, and I have fiddled with it longer than I
like
care
Santa
to.
Claus
and
or
I
the
am
Grinch.
and I am done.
And I'm gonna go in there.
I
And
mean, you don't have to sneak it. You can
Wow.
go in. You are my boss. You can just go in here. I'm just telling you. I
Well, I like
fiddled
to
with
feel
it.
like I'm getting away with something. Don't take that.
Okay,
from me.
well, okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
what you want.
sneak in, and
we can play some Mission Impossible music for you too. If that
I'd
really
appreciate if you had that on a loop
sets-
when I get
sets-
there.
Sets the mood. Yeah,
That'd be great.
little
Fine, I'll fix it.
laser wire, just so you can kind of.
Coom says you got to get a hold of Elon because your station's coming in snowy static intermittently. Even the game last night, couldn't listen to it for 3 minutes before I got some static. Yeah, sorry, Coom. We're going after some pirates right now, so you're going to have to listen at 1580thefanatic.com or get the app or listen to 1580 AM.
I don't know how
Elon's
many
going to do about it?
I don't know how many times you have to remind
Elon would
the
only have
listening
someone else do something.
Yeah, that's all he
audience,
does.
about
Randy.
getting the app. I don't know.
Well,
how
not
many-
everybody listens all the time.
We should just get a damn a loop of you saying get the app or listen on the AM or listen online at the Fanatic and you can you don't have to listen to the FM. See what I'm saying?
Listen, people don't listen like all the time, every time. So I appreciate Coom letting us know.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate Coom, but it's like the fifth text we've done today.
That's all right. Hey, listen, once we catch them pirate mother pluckers, then everything will
and
be
sink
fine
their ship.
again. But
Sink their ship.
until then, we're just gonna have to find other ways of listening to the station and the show. So, I'm glad you're listening.
Could go up once we find them and we get a location on this pirate radio station. It shouldn't be hard to find a pirate ship here in Phoenix.
Well, you gotta just find out who's been wearing patches. On their eye.
That's true. Yeah,
who's got a
everybody-
parrot on their shoulder?
I will strafe them using the weather jet. I've had a 50 caliber Gatling gun mounted on the. I have a more powerful Gatling gun on the weather jet than the A10.
I'll give you the order now. Fire at will.
All right. Just start strafing people suspected of being pirates.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Ringless Joe says, when it comes to football sins, I am the devil himself.
What?
Okay. Hefty Lefty says, I did some quick math last night.
Ooh. Took him all night, did it?
Oh. He says, at the end of the game, if Jerry Jeudy doesn't save that last pick, 6, it's 700 yards on the dot and 7 touchdowns for Jameis. 3 touchdowns to Denver players.
Oh man!
Wow, that's a good point. That is a good point. Silver Pop says, Keon, if you have fiddled with it, you could try faddle. Maybe that'd work better.
Oh, but faddle is the step after fiddle, and I no longer care to.
I thought
fiddle or
cleanup was
faddle.
after fiddle. Like
Faddle takes more initiative. So yeah, he'll only fiddle. Don't expect faddle.
Oh no! I'll faddle, just not with that because this is a radio show and that's a camera. We don't need it for the radio show, so I will not faddle with it.
I mean, if we're doing this, you might as well do it. I mean, the whole point of the camera was
it.
never
And then-
for
and
the
then
listeners. It
and
was
then-
always for
Yeah.
when COVID hit, so we could see each other when we're talking. It helped our timing rather than just having these disembodied voices off in the distance. But then people started to like it, So then we like, I'll put that up there for you. And so I got a nice camera shot.
Yeah.
Randy has a nice camera shot, and Keon is the
Are you all using iPads or cameras?
little dot right there.
I'm using an iPad, which
I'm
is
using-
inconvenient to do anything.
I'm using
last time I messed with it, it actually
iMac.
fell behind the board and
Yeah.
closed and folded on itself. I'm not touching it anymore.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
Funny.
You were there. You laughed very hard.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
it was
I
my
forgot.
it was my first month here, and I was
Oh,
like, I'm
yeah.
done. I'm done touching it. It's gonna stay how it's gonna stay. I'm using an iPad, and so I'm not messing with the iPad.
He's
It's gonna
very mad about
sit
that.
right
Yeah,
where
I
it's
think he
sitting.
is. Yeah.
It's not moving
Why have we blurred our backgrounds, Randy?
because you have cameras and the ability to do that, and I don't. That's not a feature they have on iPad Zoom, if you can believe it. I've checked.
Well, that's even more reason it should be aimed better. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Because I can't blur my background. I have
Yeah.
none of the features you have.
Now, you've got a great background. You have all
Yeah,
that.
I've got all of the
By the way, if there's any, did we take down the Coyote stuff?
we did.
Yeah, thank you.
We replaced the Coyotes with my lovely Washington Nationals here.
Nobody said do that.
You said I could put whatever
Yeah.
I wanted there.
I
put that there.
meant
So we got the Nationals.
ours,
Then
Arizona
we
stuff.
got Capitals there. We
What?
got Commanders up there.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I definitely need to. I'm coming in.
It's my corner. You said I could have the corner. No, there was all Coyote stuff there, and then you took it down. You said put whatever you want there. So I just got I cut a little Washington corner.
No, leave it.
And then
I'm going to
we've got-
rename the
then
camera
we've got-
anyway. It's
we
fine.
got- We got
That's good.
Cardinals and
Yeah.
Sun Devils.
Boy, I didn't even. I thought that was for Wonder Woman.
Diamondbacks. You got Suns.
Who is that? I thought that's not Wonder Woman.
This
The W.
here? No, it's the Capitals. That's an eagle.
Huh. All right. Well,
And it's the nation's capital inside of the eagle logo. It's pretty cool.
yeah. All right. 888-368-1580. Moist one says, "I'll put a bounty on them pirates. A buccaneer." Shut up.
Oh my God.
Swazman says, "Hey, do you guys remember Fiddle Faddle? It was similar to Cracker Jack." Oh yeah, I remember that. It was good stuff. Yeah, it didn't have the corn husks getting in your teeth.
Did you say corn?
No, just corn husks. Yeah.
Oh.
602 Pats fan says, "I'm glad to hear it wasn't just me with the static out here. Thought my truck's radio was taking a crap." Yeah, your radios are fine. It's just right now we're getting after some bad guys.
Yeah.
Hurry Harry says, "Keon, take a breath again. Okay, say vaginale. It'll feel better."
I see.
Why do you always want people to say that?
the fact that you're asking that weirds me out, so I'm not going to do it. I don't know. It's weird that you ask so often. I'm not doing it.
Moist one says, "I used to play fiddle faddle with my uncle."
Don't do that. Don't.
Well, it's too late.
He's already said it,
Yeah,
but I
damage is done.
feel bad that it was ever written and then spoken out loud. So
Cheese Skull says, "Keon, it's either the washing stuff or taller chair to block it." I think he's not going to do either of those things, man. He's not going to do those things.
Come on, Commanders are having a real good year. Caps are having a real good year. We don't have to talk about the Nationals. It's good. It's all good.
You snuck that in there pretty good, I'll be honest, because
Nationals-
it's red.
the
And I never
Nationals,
noticed that's what that said over there.
I didn't sneak it in. You told me I could
Oh,
put
you know,
whatever
I-
I wanted in here.
I don't remember anything. And then you got your coach over there on the right.
Yeah, which yeah.
I mean, I know I put that
You
there
put
just to
that
show
there.
you that.
And I thought it was funny, so I
when
left
he
it there.
first got to the Commandos, he had that beard and he looked like
Oh,
Stalin.
he still has it.
Does he still? Okay,
Yeah,
it's not as dark now.
He looks like Lenin.
Lenin. Sorry,
Stalin's got
Lenin.
the
That's right. That's
mustache.
right.
Yeah.
Not John Lennon. It's
Vladimir Lenin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. I don't know. We got a bunch of random stuff to talk about. Of course, we got more NFL to talk about. I got stuff I'm supposed to be giving away. Did you know that?
Got tickets.
No.
Got ASU basketball tickets for tonight.
Yeah.
Against San
hold
Diego.
on.
Oh no, I totally forgot
Hold
to
on.
remind you about that.
Yeah.
We got 8 tickets.
I got, I'll tell you what, 3 parking passes, and I've got tickets for tonight's game against the San Diego Toreros. If you want to see the Sun Devils probably with an assured win, we've got your tickets and parking passes. So if anybody wants to go tonight, if you want to go, if somebody wants to go, just text in and let me know. We'll get you those tickets through the email, and you can go to the ASU basketball game. Well, we should have been talking about this like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. I got the email, then I just blanked once the show
I had
started.
it sitting on my thing, and when all my stuff fell off the desk here,
oh no,
it got buried. But I found it. I also have tickets for other things, but let's focus on anybody wants the ASU basketball tickets hosting the San Diego Toreros.
Got 8 tickets and 3 parking passes.
Also, if somebody wants to, this is not a requisite. Just I'll give you the damn passes. I don't even. It's not a contest. But anybody out there know what a torero is? I'd like to know what a torero is. Toreros, toreros. It's probably something in Spanish. So, anyways, let me know. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-600-9595. 800-600-9595. 800-600-9595. Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Hi, guys. Jeffrey O'Brien here. Have you ever gone to HarmonSolar.com? Well, you really need to, because everything you ever wanted to know about how solar power can save you big on your monthly electric bill is right there. It's online. Through your phone or through your computer, you can learn about tax credits, the equipment they use, look at how they do things for businesses as well as homeowners, see testimonials from happy customers, and I hear they got a pretty good podcast too. Check it out. Go to HarmonSolar.com. That's HarmonSolar.com.
Sports betting apps are not created equal. Dylan Cohen from Beat the Book here to talk about the Sport Trade Advantage. With higher payouts, Sport Trade is the ultimate sports betting experience. Sport Trade is the first sports betting app that gives you the option to see the odds expressed as probabilities, and it's changing in-game betting forever. If it's easier to understand 52% probability of winning versus minus 108 odds, then Sport Trade is for you. With this percent odds feature, cashing out now makes much more sense. As the win probability changes, so does the value of your bet. And if you're an experienced bettor and prefer American odds, you'll get pricing closer to minus 106 versus the normal minus 110, coupled with instant in-play betting. No more spinny wheels. So download Sport Trade today to see the difference and beat the book. Use promo code 1580 to earn 10% cash back on every bet you place in your first week. Terms apply.
Sport Trade is regulated by the Arizona Department of Gaming. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
We put you so close to the game, you can almost smell the sweat.
Ooh, awkward.
GCU basketball is live on The Fanatic.
GCU men's basketball takes on Life Pacific Saturday evening, 6 p.m. live from the GCU Arena. Don't miss a minute of the action live here on The Fanatic.
Michael Potter and Paul Coro have the call live for GCU basketball on 1580 The Fanatic and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Thank you, Sun Devil Raul. Thank you, King of Kittens. I guess the Toreros, I should have realized this, that it's a bullfighter. So it's the San Diego Bullfighters, which I'm against because I was a Toro from Mountain View High School in Mesa.
That'll do
So
it. Yeah.
I'm against these guys even more so now. So, but thank you for that, King Kittens and Sun Devil Raul. Clay Nigma says, hey, do you remember Screaming Yellow Zonkers? Yeah, it's very much like the Fiddle Faddle. I vaguely remember that. Yeah. I love snacks. Ringless Joe says, hey, did you guys discuss that disgusting late hit on Trevor Lawrence? Texans player suspended for 3 games? No, not yet. Was getting to it. I had some other things to talk about first, but we can talk about that now. They did suspend him. I just got to say that, you see coaches and you're like, I wish that guy was my coach. and you see GMs, and you very rarely say, golly, I wish that guy was my GM. But let me just tell you, the GM for the Texans, Nick Caserio, I wish he was I don't know. If I was in football, I'd want him as a GM because he absolutely had his man's back in a press conference. So what happened was the NFL, they suspended Azeez Al-Shaair 3 games. Okay. For that hit. Now, he came out and basically the message was we would like to see some consistency from the NFL on how they do these things. And he listed some other guys who had done similar things and how they got 1 game suspension or guys who had done this or that. And he's like, but then Azeez Al-Shaair gets 3. And he says some of the language from the NFL about him was unfair. He said, bull bleep. He's like, you don't know what's going on here. And as you're the defensive player, you don't know what the quarterback is thinking. You're like, okay, we're going down, we're going up. So sometimes these things will happen. We teach these guys to play hard and get after it. But, he says, there's a rule that's there to protect quarterbacks. And of course, we want the quarterbacks to be safe in the league. But if we're sliding, well, you got to get down. And, it basically was just saying what we were all thinking. It's like, I was kind of watching that. Somebody was like, oh, that guy, Trevor Lawrence was going down. The other guy was kind of going down at the same time. I can't really give you intent on his part or intent on Trevor Lawrence's part to try to get away with something. It's just, I feel like it was just a play that just happened. And then again, you watch it in slow motion, it's one thing. You watch it in full speed, it's another. Where is the truth?
I feel like there should be these defensive guys should know if the quarterback is going to slide, you just have to touch it, right?
The thing is,
or if the guy
Patrick
slides,
Mahomes has removed the assuredness of he's going to slide or he's going to run out of bounds because then Patrick Mahomes is tiptoed back in, so you can't trust anything.
Thanks for making my point because it's exactly what I was going to say. Patrick Mahomes is going to get creamed one day. It's going to be an out of bounds hit. And they're gonna charge the defensive player with just absolutely creaming. I mean, just cutting him in half because he does this thing where he kind of fakes going out of bounds and then he goes on for another 10 yards. And I think defenses are just going to absolutely key on that. Look, if Patrick Mahomes is running and he fakes to go out of bounds, just cut him in half. I don't care if you're in bounds or out of bounds. You have a free shot on him.
Well, the cutting in half. And we've seen some quarterbacks take some pretty damn good hits and no flags be thrown and no fines be given because they were a runner. And at that point, they were hit correctly. But the thing with Al-Shaair was he hit him in the head.
Trevor Lawrence is giving himself up. But the thing is, like you said, it's a split-second decision.
Mm-hmm.
If I start the tackle before Trevor starts the slide, what am I supposed to do? Like magically lift up like that? I get low because I'm not allowed to hit him in his helmet, which I would hit him in his helmet if I stayed up. So I go down. But if I start the tackle before he starts the slide, and maybe Trevor has no way of knowing that you've started that motion, it's just an unfortunate accident that happens in football. Because
I think
it's a
there needs to
violent
be
game.
an appeal, and I think he needs to win. If you want to get him for a game or something, maybe that's more appropriate.
If that's
but
what the standard has been, then give him the game. But you can't give him 3 when you've been giving everybody else 1.
I love what Nick Caserio said. He said for the league to make some commentary that they made about lack of sportsmanship, lack of a coachability, lack of paying attention to the rules, he says that's embarrassing. And then he went on to explain that this is a good guy and how he's a leader on the team and how everything he does, he's one of the good ones, one of the good guys in the locker room. And he's just like, yeah, this is quite frankly bull bleep. And like I said, Nick Caserio, go watch that video, and you'd be like, I want to work for that guy. That guy's got your back. And listen, a lot of times these guys will have the back of somebody whose back probably doesn't deserve to be had. So I think that we got to be more reasonable, and he's right. The NFL has to be more consistent. 2, giant organizations who are rarely consistent, the NFL and the FCC. When it comes to
what you find people for and the
Right.
consistency of those reasons that
And
you
you're like,
find
"What?"
people.
Yeah. So, yeah, and the NFL needs just to be more consistent, and I think we can all agree on that. So, Megatron says the way he led with the forearm shows he knew that Lawrence was sliding. You don't tackle that way if a guy is standing up.
Why not?
That's not true.
Sean
I've
Taylor
seen
led
guys
with his
come in
forearm all
with,
the time.
because you know what else he's trying to do with that forearm? He's trying to pop the ball out. It's a move to try to
the peanut punch.
Yeah, to hit in such a way that you just you get your elbow on that or whatever.
But you put the forearm down usually so you can get the shoulder in there. You could do that if the guy's standing up too.
Tiger Paws says it's been reported that the guy that hit Trevor Lawrence does have a history of some dirty plays and has been disciplined before, so that's why he got 3. He's never been suspended before. Al Shearer has never been suspended before. There were a
so maybe
couple
he's
of
been
things,
fined, but he's never been suspended.
But I mean, show me a defensive player who hasn't.
And again, this is a bang bang play. Like this is just one of those plays where a split second decision is being made by 2 different people. And at some point, if you have hundreds of these collisions, thousands of these collisions over the course of a season, you get one moment like that where it's just fluky. I don't think Al-Shaair was trying to do that. Was trying to destroy Trevor Lawrence, and I don't think Trevor Lawrence was trying to bait anybody. I think he was legitimately trying to slide. I think Al-Shaair was legitimately trying to hit him. They met in the middle because that does happen sometimes. It's not a conspiracy. It doesn't have to be bigger than that.
Myles Garrett hit Mason Rudolph in the head with a helmet, and everybody said the same thing that Nick Cesario is saying about Azeez here, and that is but that's just a moment in time. That was just a bad or dumb thing to do or whatever, but it shouldn't define him. And that's what Nick Cesario is pleading with everybody. He's saying, hey, one of the biggest issues that we take umbrage with as a team and organizationally is the picture that's been painted of Azeez. He says, quite frankly, it's unfair. One of the biggest issues, and I speak for a lot of teams, probably not just the Houston Texans, is we just all want consistency from the league.
That's fair to want.
Absolutely right.
That's fair to want. Especially for a guy that he doesn't have a history of this. I mean, I find me the dirty plays and I'll watch him and see, and then maybe I'll change my mind. But he doesn't have a history of this, as far as I know. I'm trying to think of who it was. Was it Pac-Man Jones back in the day? That was
Donkey Kong Sue
was just like hitting people in the head specifically. They changed the rules. And it didn't stop him. He continued to hit people in the head. That guy, suspend that guy forever, indefinitely. But for a guy like this, is like the first time this is happening. Why does he get 3 when everybody else is getting 1? Well, and quite frankly, I don't think that he should get any. Just fine him if you think that that's serious enough.
Tom Brady said about this. Apparently, he thinks that both the offense and the defense need to be penalized. Guys that are quarterbacks that are faking a slide. And then slide just as the defense gets to him, aka Patrick Mahomes,
or Kenny Pickett, as Hamilton Porter's pointing out.
So at least in college, they changed that rule the moment they saw Kenny do it, because that obviously has bad outcomes. If quarterbacks are consistently doing that, then you can just cut that in half. I mean,
well, again, I think that's what Patrick Mahomes does quite a bit. He'll fake it. And then he'll go on for another 10 yards because the defense lets up. That should be a penalty on the offense. I mean, you're either going to give yourself up or you're not. And if you're not going to give yourself up, then this kind of thing is going to happen. Now, I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence was faking out, the Texans' safety. What I'm saying is both the offense and defense should be liable in a situation like it. Should not. Yeah. They have taken tackling away from the defense. The defense can no longer tackle, like I say all the time, put flags on them, because the defense is going to hurt somebody when there's a tackle. This is a rough sport. It is a violent sport. And this kind of thing is going to happen unless you regulate how the quarterback gives himself up. There's got to be a way to do this so the defense doesn't always get penalized.
I agree. I don't think a defensive player should live in a world where he's penalized for hitting a guy and he's never sure whether or not he's supposed to hit the guy. That's not going to lead to good football. That is going to lead to worse football for all of us, and it's going to lead to worse football for those guys that are having to go out there and try and make these split-second decisions that apparently can get you suspended for almost a quarter of a season.
There you go.
Beer Bob wants you all to know he's on his way.
Thanks.
Hamilton Porter says, if you want to run it, you're going to get popped, like how Will Howard did on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Amaya D says, I'm sorry you went to Mountain Pew. Yeah, I went when we used to win our football games. Chosen One says, afternoon, gentlemen. I think I might actually be able to make you all flip out. Oh, Chosen One. You're a little bit late. We've already had the flip out on that. He wanted to talk about the golden bat rule. Yeah. We talked about that earlier on in the show.
Segment 1, actually.
That shows you why Manfred is the worst commissioner in baseball history.
Yeah.
Worst.
It's been widely decided it was a bad idea.
There's a buzz going on about this. No, I'll tell you, as someone who used to be a reporter, what is happening. Commissioner is saying there's a buzz and tossing it out there to see how people react.
And if they vomited on his other ideas and he still did it.
He still did it, but I still think he wants to be remembered as a better commissioner than we're going to remember him as. And I don't think he wants all of these things on him. I think he's trying to see, is this a popular idea? Because I don't want to leave as the worst commissioner of all time.
I feel like we'll just be glad he's gone. So we'll remember him fondly in that way.
Yeah.
Hamlin Porter says Tyreek Hill has reportedly welcomed his 11th kid into the world.
Oh my God.
He has officially passed old man Phil Rivers. Blimey. Well, maybe just like, I don't know what to spend money on.
It's just
11
at
children.
At least Philip Rivers has married his wife, which means all those kids get to see him as often as he's around home.
Yeah.
Tyreek has spread this out across 3 women, 4. I don't even know what the number is now. You can't be in all of those kids' lives. That's just really irresponsible.
You pick your favorites. Moist One says, good luck beating Antonio Cromartie.
Wasn't Cromartie at 9? No, he's already beaten
Nick Cannon.
He's already beaten Cromartie. Well, yeah, Nick Cannon is the Michael Jordan of whatever this is.
Yeah, what he lacks in funny, he makes up for in kids. 888-368-1580.
He really isn't funny, man. It's
not just me then, right?
No,
Nick Cannon's not funny.
Deeply unfunny. He's the opposite of funny.
This is funny. This is funny. What Beer Bob sent me. He sent me a picture. It's a Tyreek Hill's house on Thanksgiving, and it's a bunch of kids on some stairs, just about 50 of them. That's funny. That's a good meme. Hamilton Porter says 2 words: Albert Hainsworth, dirtiest player ever.
He was really dirty, but he's not the dirtiest ever. He's
Marty
really
had 19,
really dirty. And trust me, I do not like Albert Hainsworth. I will not ruin this show talking about how much I don't like Albert Hainsworth, but he's not the dirtiest ever. No.
Ringless Joe says, I disagree, Keon. You can see the reactions from the Texans teammates and the reactions from the Jaguars. They all knew it was a dirty hit. That's why the Jags players immediately started swinging at high speed. I'm sure it does look that way.
If you're a Jags player, you're just going to defend your guy no matter what. And in real time, he gets rocked into the turf, and then he's already in the fencing pose. What other reaction to that are you supposed to have?
No, yeah, you got.
I don't think that's proof that he did it on purpose. It's everybody had the normal reaction to what happened there. A violent hit caused someone to be concussed severely, and everybody freaked out because that's usually what happens when someone gets concussed that bad.
When I see him in the fencing pose, my first instinct is to pick him up, carry him in the stands, put him in a seat, and then everybody run down. And then when he comes to, he's in a seat. He's like, "What the hell?" And then he's like, "Did I fall asleep? Did I dream that I'm a quarterback? What? Oh, I'm wearing a jersey. Well, that guy's wearing a jersey. Yay!" That's my first instinct.
Oh my God.
Not to start fighting. It's just,
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to make sure that guy's brain isn't goop first. I mean,
well, that's a good way to test it. You know, how he
Is-
responds to that.
is it?
I think so.
Oh boy.
Slave Dave says, Jeffrey, I just smoked my best turkey yet on Thanksgiving. I tried it twice before, and I think the key was using an injector. My wife was so impressed she could even eat the white meat as the leftovers. It was so moist. What's an injector?
An injector is like it's kind of like a oversized hypodermic needle, and you put inside the chamber there, you put a special type of liquids that you either make up or you get, and you inject it inside the turkey, and it supposedly it helps everything be much more moist and flavorful.
Supposedly, then you don't do that.
I don't. I haven't injected any of my meat, and I think I do okay. But
you have
but
you had a house full of kids. Trust me, you injected.
Aha! I see what you did there. But I'm not saying anything about injecting. I'm just talking about some people do it, and they're very good doing it. They're very good using injection and fluids that they come up with, and it's a good way to cook turkeys. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to I'll be coveting your tutelage as I learn to do the smoking.
All right.
That just means I'm going to be asking you questions.
Okay.
That's
all right.
it.
We'll do it.
I know I didn't just say that. Trying to sound smart over here. I don't know.
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Hey, sports fans, this is Dylan Cohen.
And I'm Keon Rose, and we're bringing you Beat the Book every weekday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon.
So if you want the latest betting picks, advice, and analysis that's sharp as a knife,
Or at least sharper than Dylan's last pick on the Cardinals.
oh, you've got jokes, huh? Well, maybe you're feeling bold now that your Commanders actually look decent this season.
Hey, even a broken clock's right twice a day, right?
Well, tune in to Beat the Book with us, Dylan Cohen and Keon Rose, every weekday from 2 to 3 on 1580 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by Sport Trade, the newest sports book in Arizona.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller,
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist? Huh, you don't say. Oh, I can't remember.
but she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers, not available in all states. Hear that? The relaxing sound of ambient music in a yoga class. And if you were here, you'd listen to 15 people taking a deep breath in sync. But you're not here. Your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle, protected by Progressive. So if you ride, get a quote today and see if you could save with Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer, and find inner peace with a different pose called Palms on Handlebars. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Now open in Scottsdale. It's United Forte Custom Door Showroom with 40,000 Euro doors and hundreds of state-of-the-art designs and finishes on display, plus kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, and more, all at wholesale prices. Builders, contractors, designers, and yes, you. Come see our showroom on Greenway Hayden Loop. That's United Forte, P-O-R-T-E. Stop by to see and feel the quality. United Forte Custom Doors. Find us at uporte.com. That's uporte.com.
It's the sound of the fight songs, the excitement of the rivalries. It's the unbelievable upsets. It's the Heisman hopefuls. It's the national rankings. College football is coming. Listen for it on 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. People still want to talk about the Azeez Al-Shaair hit on Trevor Lawrence. It was bad. He got him. It was a concussion. You know, how do you regulate intent? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get it. You want to eject him? Yeah, okay. You want to fine him? That's fine. But before you suspend him, take a moment with it. And I think that the moment is coming because Al-Shaair is going to appeal. Absolutely going to appeal. Cliff Dingleberry says, I think you just got to get rid of the slide. It's understandable that you want to protect the quarterback by letting him slide. But if they want to run, this stuff is going to happen.
It's still it's still safer than getting rid of the slide. Get it? Because the league wants to protect quarterbacks because protecting quarterbacks is protecting the money. Nobody wants to watch the Chiefs play without Mahomes. We don't want to watch the Bills without Josh Allen. We don't want to watch the Ravens without Lamar. We've seen all versions of those when those guys have gotten injured. It's bad. It doesn't make money. The league is protecting these quarterbacks. If you get rid of the slide and just say, hey, defenders, just go crazy on these quarterbacks because there's no way for them to reasonably give themselves up, you're going to get these guys hurt and you're going to lose the same money you're trying to protect with these rules in the first place.
Random texture says, you don't need to inject the turkey with anything. Just turn it upside down and have the breast on the bottom and the dark meat juices the white meat while it's cooking. Is that what you do, Randy?
I don't do that, but yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, a lot of guys do that as well. I do open the turkey up and butterfly it, so to speak. And I found that that's the best way to smoke a turkey. I get moist. I get a lot of flavor profile. It's good. So
do you bring it back together to bring it in, or do you
you just cut it up? Yeah.
Against the Spread says Bill Romanowski, Vontez Burfict, Donkey Kong Sue, Jack Tatum, Ricky Incognito, dirtiest players in NFL history. Hines Ward and Cortland Finnegan before he got his face smashed in by Andre Johnson. They get an honorable mention right there.
Cortland Finnegan because Andre Johnson knocked the F out of him. I mean, absolutely hit that man so hard. It changed the entire trajectory of his career. It's one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in the NFL because it was one-sided. It was just Andre Johnson, the kind giant. He just didn't fight anybody. I don't know what Cortland Finnegan said to him that day, but he got his ass kicked for it, and it was all good.
So Navy Brad just got his 100-inch TV put together, and wow, I hope that's not a wobbly setup at all, man. You got a big dog. Man, that would make me nervous. Having a big dog,
be sturdy.
Dear God, I mean, it's like he's got us, all of us on 50-inch TVs, you know, on this 100-inch TV.
Wow,
that's amazing. It can't. I mean, I don't know how good of our, you know, what are we at 1080? I don't know what we're at, but well, that probably does not hold up to a giant 100-inch TV as far as quality goes. So sorry. The Jet says, hey gentlemen, can you send Ralph up to the roof and have him adjust the antenna? Ralph doesn't get on roofs. He's afraid of heights. And also we're chasing down some pirates, you know, that on 99.3 FM. So listen to the app or 1580 AM up till sunset. But yeah, just go listen to the app or stream at 1580thefanatic.com. Sun Devil Raul says, I had to stop listening for a minute. Did I win tickets? You didn't put in to win tickets. Do you want some tickets? I can just give you some tickets. I can give you a pair of tickets and a parking pass if you want, Sun Devil Raul, as long as you promise to use them. Just send me your name and your email address and we'll make it happen. How's that? Simple as that. All right. So what were we doing? Oh, right. Anyway, so we'll have to see what happens with his suspension appeal. I'm not saying he shouldn't bear some responsibility for some of what happened, but it's not the way they're making it. It's not. I think it was overkill. The response. It's just me.
Yeah, I agree.
Last Optimist says, I spatchcocked and dry brined the turkey a few days before Thanksgiving. And he says, then I gave it a compound butter rub the night before and smoked it. Thanksgiving morning turned out amazing.
Yeah.
Smoker died the day after, but it did give its life for a beautiful smoke. Is that what that is?
One last ride.
Wow.
It's just it's all charred on the inside. How did it die? I don't understand. Well, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Randy would probably understand this more. Looks like a square with a bunch of rust and rubble at the bottom.
Oh boy.
Don't know what that even means. Well, we're sorry for your loss, last Optimist.
Yeah, absolutely.
888-368-1580. So probably too soon to talk about the game. Oh my God, it's early too.
You mean the game?
Yeah, it's on Saturday, 10 a.m. ASU against Iowa State Cyclones
at Jerry World
for the Big 12 championship. Oof. Now, so far it looks like the Iowa State Cyclones pretty close in with ASU. The spread is actually, am I reading this right? In favor of ASU?
Yeah.
-2.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what it was earlier. I don't know if the line has moved at all.
It's still at 2.
I don't like that. I like us underdogs.
I mean,
we are ranked 16.
You weren't underdogs a week ago.
They're ranked 18 as far as the CFP goes, 16, 18. But we're ranked 14 with the AP or 12. I don't know. It's
14 with the AP.
Can we have one damn ranking system, please? Why does there need to be different ones? It makes it hard to figure out. I mean, the hell's going on.
The AP it's just the writers rank them. That's all. That's the college football playoff poll. That's something that they put together when they created the committee for the college football playoff.
Can they fix that, please?
Fix it how?
Just tell the AP knock it off.
They don't have the power to do that. They don't have the power to enforce the rules they already have. What are they going to do to the AP?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. It's just annoying that there's different. You don't have that for the NFL.
Well, yeah, you don't need rankings in the NFL to get in the playoffs. There's no committee that decides the teams that get in the playoffs.
Somebody needs to have a conversation. Why don't you take care of this?
Why don't I take care of it?
So I don't have to worry about it. So I don't have to think about something. Anyway,
I can't do anything about it. What do you want me to do?
So ASU is, I guess they're considered home team in this, right? At least for the coin flip. And so why don't you tell us what you think about our chances against Iowa State? You don't have to go too in depth. We'll do that when we do the college football dance party on Friday. But just give us a little preview on this.
Iowa State was a team that a lot of people overlooked as well. I mean, I don't think they were supposed to finish at the bottom of the Big 12, but they were like a middle of the pack team. People thought they were going to have an average year, and then they just started the season winning and didn't really stop. They dropped the game to Texas Tech. And then they lost to Kansas, and then they got right back to winning again, beat up Cincinnati pretty good, took out Utah, even though that's not that special anymore. Everybody's been beating up Utah lately. And then they beat Kansas State as well. And now they get their opportunity to face ASU in the Big 12 championship game. And I think that this game is going to be a really close, tough football game. And it's going to be the toughest test that the Sun Devils have had so far.
All right, so we're short a guy, wide receiver Jordan Tyson,
which hurts a lot.
They say out indefinitely.
Yeah, he's not going to play for this one.
He's not going to make it back. All scattaboo all the time, or do you think Levitt will have the at least somebody to throw to at all? I mean,
no, I think Levitt's going to have players that are going to step up. I think the tight end Medair has been really, really good as well. And while Jordan Tyson is the obvious favorite on the team, like Levitt spreads it around. It's not like he's just throwing to Jordan Tyson out there. He's got a variety of options that he can get to. And so no, I don't think it's going to be all scattaboo. And I don't think that ASU wants it to be all scattaboo.
Right. Well, a little more scattaboo, but also just being careful, because when you lose your favorite receiver, you try to force it, that's when interceptions happen. That's when mistakes happen. So hopefully Dillingham will have, Levitt like, hey, take the opportunities where they present themselves. Don't force anything, because the turnovers are going to be the death of ASU in this game.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I think everybody kind of had resented when Jaden Daniels was here. He just never got developed as a quarterback here. But Kenny Dillingham is a quarterback's coach. Like, that's what he was doing before he was an OC, and that's what he was doing, before he became a head coach. So that's still his specialty. He's going to have Levitt ready to go.
Hefty Lefty says, does the winner of the Pac-2 get an auto qualifier into the playoffs?
No.
No, they get some half-off coupons to Culver's.
Yes.
That's it.
Whatever they're doing with the Mountain West.
Yes.
That whole thing. Because that's their conference for now.
All right, well, we'll take a deeper look at the whole ASU, Big 12 championship game as we get closer to it. Right now, we got to take a moment. They got 2 hours down, and we got one more to go. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Terms and conditions apply.
The holidays are here at the Home Depot. If you're working on getting ready for company,
a lot of company,
make sure you're ready with Black Friday savings. Get up to 40% off select appliances, plus up to an extra $1,000 off select kitchen appliances. Upgrade your kitchen with top brands like GE Profile and get sleek cutting-edge appliances to make sure you've
got hosting handled.
Yeah, you do. Get Black Friday savings now with free delivery and financing on select appliances this holiday at the Home Depot. Offer valid November 6th through December 4th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
In most countries of the world, Porte means door. United Porte Custom Doors, located in the Scottsdale Airport Design District, is now open with over 40,000 European doors, all in stock, ready for delivery, and at wholesale prices. Designers, contractors, builders, and yes, you. Come see our showroom on Greenway Hayden Loop. That's United Porte, Porte. Stop by to see and feel the quality at United Porte Custom Doors. Find us at uporte.com. That's uporte.com.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All
right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, not alongside Randy White. He had to step out because we're hunting pirates. Randy is grabbing the weather van, and he's out to go. I can't say anymore. Legally, I don't think I can say another word. But we got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And, we got all kinds of NFL to talk about in this hour. It's interesting. People have a lot of opinions. We started the show with people having opinions about what Manfred was saying about, doing the golden at-bat rule or whatever the hell that was supposed to be. And I worry that he starts floating the balloon. It's too late. It's going to just happen, and you're going to have to get used to this. That is what I fear is the issue. And it's like, how many more of these can people take? Before they just stop watching football. I mean baseball. There's a guy on Twitter. I'm trying to find it. It was a pretty funny tweet. He's like, my sources are telling me that Rob Manfred is discussing a new rule where both teams will play 11 players at a time and try to move a ball to the other side of the field while the other team tries to stop them. And instead of innings, they'll use a clock and play just once a week.
And instead of nine periods, you get 4 quarters potentially.
That
would be my guess. Yeah.
That was Goldschmidt happened who put that out on the Twitter.
It's just bizarre watching Major League Baseball try to cater to people who don't like baseball.
Mm-hmm.
All that you do in that entire process is not get the people who don't like baseball. They've already made up their minds they don't like baseball. You just alienate the people who already like it and watch it.
So we had that. We had a lot of opinions on the Trevor Lawrence hit and the Al Shaid suspension. Thunder the Santa Barbarian. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to go back and listen to the podcast for Randy's thoughts. We start the show with it. So go all the way back to the first hour there. He says, I think this golden at-bat thing is Manfred, is just dumb, stupid, not a good idea. Also, I don't like it. We figured that out from the beginning, but that's cool.
Nobody likes it, to be fair.
Dodger Danny says, it's baseball, not EA Sports. Rob Manfred needs to go. Stop messing up the game, he says. Ringless Joe says, quick rundown on what the golden at-bat rule is. Okay, so here's the deal.
Try not to laugh while you hear it.
At any time during the game, your team is up to bat. You can just grab your best batter and say, golden rule, they're going up, and they can bat at any time out of the order that you want. So if you need a good hitter, and this is it, this is the last out. Oh my God, this is the game. Put in the best guy we've got. There's a lot of issues here. Chief Skull says golden bat rule is the dumbest. I've been drinking all night kind of rule. Ghost runners, now this. Yeah.
I have been very, very drunk at points in my life, and I've never been drunk enough to suggest that.
Yeah. Like I said earlier in the show, this is an idea that you don't get until, say, 4:30 p.m., 4:35 p.m.
when presumably you've been drinking as well.
Dude. Oh, you know what we should do, man?
Got a little crossfade going, and then you pitch a baseball rule that would alter the game entirely.
I feel like I've just offended people who smoke marijuana with even just saying that. They're like, we would never do that, man. Because we don't talk like that, man.
No one's ever had a stoner thought that dumb. Nobody. And there have been some dumb ones.
So then more opinions, people having opinions that they shouldn't have. Now we can have opinions about what happens with Major League Baseball. Mm-hmm. We can have opinions about, a suspension and a dirty hit or whatever, but should we have every opinion that we have? Like Shannon Sharp, he posted up this picture, this video of he was having some Thanksgiving, and I don't know if he was praying over his food or something. I didn't listen to the audio, but he's got this little dog. He's got a little dog up at the table with him. A little dog, little frou-frou yip yip dog
Mhm.
with a sweater on, no less,
Yeah.
up there on the table with him, and people lost their minds. Like, oh my God, what are you doing with a dog at your table? No animals allowed at the table. And he's like, are you at your house or mine? Why are you having this
Yeah,
opinion
it's
about
just
what's
like-
happening at my house?
Yeah.
And somebody else says, they're like, oh, your dog shouldn't be at the table. He says, what makes you think I'm going to allow you to tell me what I do at my house? And by the way, you have a 1 in octillion chance of ever eating at this house anyway. So why do you care? I mean, Shannon Sharp says a lot of dumb crap, but I am 100% on his side here.
Yeah.
That's your house. That's your food. You want your dog there? You go ahead. My house? No. Dogs aren't allowed on the furniture. Dogs don't get people food as much as we want to. But it seems like every time we cheat that rule, bleh, we're like, okay, can't have it. And then one of them, when he throws up, has seizures because of the vagus nerve. So we don't give him anything that'll make him possibly upchuck. So we keep the dog as far away from the table as possible. Oh, yeah, by the way, that's gross. None of my business.
Yeah, that's in
my
his
house. I just told you my house. It's none of your business. It's none of my business what Shannon Sharp does.
Shannon Sharp notoriously does not have a wife or girlfriend or anybody that he is with. Shannon Sharp likes his freedom.
Yeah,
he
well-
is not interested in following anyone's rules in his house.
But he does share an awful lot. Some would say too much.
Yeah.
On the internets.
But see, that's the thing. It's like that's not a committed relationship according to him. So this is just what you're gonna do.
I'm just saying, you
Now,
can't
granted,
open yourself up for the comments. You posted the video of him with the dog. He posted the video of him getting it. You know what I'm saying? So you open yourself to it, but it's also so the people are allowed to comment because the comments are open. But he's also allowed to say, mind your own damn business.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that people aren't allowed to comment. I'm saying you shouldn't because you're an idiot. You are a dork. If you can't focus on your own life, there's like nothing going on in your life. I'm going to sit here and talk to Shannon Sharp about what he should be doing in his house. Why don't you clean your house? Why don't you mow your yard or wash your dishes?
I saw the
Your
picture.
house is perfect.
I saw the picture, and the first thing I thought was, he didn't even put on a nice shirt for Thanksgiving. That was the first thing I thought. The dude sitting there with a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I mean, look, Shannon Sharp wants a life.
And then
with
I'm
no
like,
rules on it. That's what he got.
Shannon Sharp's got ham on the table for Thanksgiving. All right, some people do that, but all right. And then like, where's mashed potato? I'm not even thinking dog. Dog is like the 7th thing on my list. Looking at this. So, and by the way, Chief Skull, it's vagus nerve, vagus nerve. And it can be something that people see blood, boom, they'll have some seizures. But with my dog, when he throws up, he gets locked up, but this is going to be hopefully not a problem for him for his entire life. So that's why we're being careful. I never said it was his vaginally nerve. Didn't say that. Kiss the Cook says golden bat. What the hell is that crap? Sounds like T-ball. Well, it's the golden at bat rule, is what they call it. Golden at bat.
Yeah, not that is.
You've got a golden
dumb.
ticket.
Yeah,
that's what they're going to play. You've got a
that's what
golden
they should play.
ticket. But from the original Willy Wonka.
So dumb.
Chief Skull says, Keon's right. I'm buying myself a taller chair right now. What?
I guess because you can't talk about me in this chair in this studio that you also don't work at.
He figures he's going to sit taller in a chair so he can. I don't think it's going to help you see him better.
I don't think it's going to help you anymore. But look, more power to you. If you want a taller chair and you like the taller chair, go get the taller chair.
Pink Eye says it's okay to give chicken or ham to a dog. Not all people food is bad for dogs. Yeah, well, my dog's got sensitive stomachs, and I can't risk that.
Yeah, especially
I love
the one
giving
that has seizures. That's the one that you.
Yeah, I won't give table food to the dogs, but I would love to have them up on the furniture. My wife says, "Okay, I'll tell you what, they can be on the furniture if you wash them and trim their nails." So you're never getting on this furniture. Sean Kemp, what? Swazman says Jeffrey asked Sean Kemp or any retired NFL wide receiver, child support payments are killing the final taxable income.
Yeah, this
Swazman is so far to remove from what we were talking about.
From the Tyreek Hill conversation in the
How
11
far back
children.
was that?
A while ago, like a couple segments ago.
Swazman is on a serious delay. He must be listening to the app and has hit pause.
Yeah.
Can you still do that? There used to be a time people would pause the app.
I can, but I don't know if it picks up from where you left off. I think it just skips you back to whatever live is.
If that's the case, Swizzman's not going to hear my response for an hour and a half. So people have these opinions about what you should do and shouldn't do. And it's like, all right, if you put yourself in a video having Thanksgiving, you got your dog, you got your food, people are going to comment on the thing. That's fine. But what I don't understand is who decided to have anything to say to Serena Williams about the color of her skin. She had to actually go on her Instagram. I guess she does like a little makeup routine thing or something on there. And she says, by the way, for all the haters out there, I do not bleach my skin. There's something called sunlight and different lighting. You get different shades. So I guess there was some picture where she just kind of looked lighter than normal. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, people just, that way, just shut up.
Also, Serena Williams used to be a professional tennis player. You know what she no longer does?
Right.
Tennis.
She's not outside like she used to be.
Exactly.
And she says, everybody listen, I'm a dark black woman. I love who I am. I love how I look. And that's just not my thing. If you do want to bleach that and do that, well, by God, every opportunity, go ahead. You should do that. Whatever. She's like, I don't judge, but you guys do. That's what this world is about. And I stay in my lane, the non-judgy one, and I keep it. So, props to her. She didn't even have to say anything.
She didn't have to.
Shouldn't have to say anything.
Yeah, but like for the same thing that you said, when you put a video out there or a picture out there, people will comment and they're allowed to comment. And I'm inclined to believe that the people who make these kinds of comments are losers.
Yeah, I mean, if
that's what you've got to do with your day, we'll never be friends.
I would never type it, but I was completely like running down a list of things about Shannon Sharp's Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, like if I don't know, because
where's the potatoes? Where's the green bean? Here's the little ham there, and you got like a little plastic cup that doesn't even. What are you eating, Shannon? That was the thing. I was like, I got to invite Shannon Sharp to my Thanksgiving.
Jokes can happen. You can go for
a million years.
Jokes. But yeah, I mean,
I would never think about.
But people do. Like that's just the reality of the world. And if you are a black person in the world, and this is why she said it, you know that people do. That you're always aware that people are aware of what your skin color is and what assumptions people make on that. And that includes, from people who look like you, sometimes judging you for what they perceive to be you changing your skin, which in that case, she wasn't. So
if I had Serena's ear for a moment, I'd say, Serena, just don't ever read the comments. Just don't. You don't need to.
Yeah,
you don't need to even worry about the haters out there.
It's a social media app. Like some of the comments are good. Some of the comments are like, hey, if she's doing makeup, maybe someone's asking, like, how do you do that a little bit better? Like, you do have to read the comments to get to the good stuff, too, unfortunately. It's just that there's going to be a lot of a-holes involved. And, well, I'm sorry about that.
Let me tell you something right now. I'll tell you how I deal with the haters. Here's how I deal. Had a hater on Facebook, on Twitter, on everything. And you know how I handled that? I told my mom, if she doesn't knock it off, I'm going to put her in a home. It stopped immediately. You just do what you can where you can. It's like, Mom, you're the only one. Chief Skull says, we give our dogs veggies like carrots and cucumbers, and Entice is good for their bellies. Entice? I don't know what that is. But they hate black olives for some reason. Like, you know what? My dog's Bebo likes spinach. He likes little leaves of spinach. So I just give that. I'll still give that to him, but everything else has got to be off limits. We just can't afford to have this. I just don't want him to die out in the yard,
Yeah.
Hefty Lefty says, I thought she had eaten a bit too much of her husband's Armenian food, and the immense amount of butter in the Armenian food caused a bit of skin pigment lightening.
That is the dumbest thing that I've heard.
What the hell?
I heard about the golden at-bat rule today.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
What is Armenian food? What about Armenian food?
What about butter lightens your skin? What? That is, Hefty Lefty, I like you, man. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. What?
I should probably stay away from butter.
That's
I am very, very white.
I mean,
I can't afford to be eating butter if that's true.
You're going to be brighter than the moon if you do that.
I will never eat Armenian food. I don't even know what Armenian food consists of.
What? That's not how melanin works at all.
I'm probably safe because I have none. Let's see. Last Optimist says previous version of the Fanatic app would play a cached copy of the broadcast for 5 minutes before skipping to live. The newer version of the app tends to skip to live after a pause. A pause of so if you pause it, it'll right back up the Oh, I got you. So you'd have 5 minutes and no more, so that it would move with you, and you'd have 5 minutes out. I get it. Well, that's not as helpful as I thought it would be. Hefty Lefty says, "Oh, it has nothing to do with anything. Just like her skin color has nothing to do with anything." Bing.
Yeah. But people still talk about it.
Well, now I'm curious about Armenian food.
It's good.
Not that I believe it made Serena Williams' skin lighter. Just have you had it, Armenian food?
Yeah, I've.
Well, what is it? What is it? What's it consist of?
I don't know. It's kind of like a lot of Middle Eastern food. So.
Okay. So it's like Middle Eastern food.
Yeah.
Like you get the little bread and you grab it and you kind of like that.
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah.
They're like
I mean, you can make whatever sound you want when you chew. Like you don't have to make that sound specifically, but if you want to, go for it.
Armenian food is known for a variety of seasonings and ingredients. Aren't all foods?
That's food, unless it's made in like Iowa, in which case,
Okay, hold on.
There, but
I got to go past the AI dumbass answer. Salads are a staple of Armenian diet, along with various yogurt soups and lamb stews, which sometimes include apricots. Pomegranate juice is popular. There's nothing about this that
that didn't clue you in on anything.
And I got news for you. I've known a lot of Armenian people. They don't look healthy, and it sounds healthy.
Well, if they eat American food, they're just going to look like the rest of us. Like that. They have to eat Armenian food a lot.
Well, Armenian food, now that I've seen it, it's a lot like Lebanese food, Greek food, Turkish food. So it's like that
Middle East kind of area of the world, food wise.
This is not really where I thought we were going to go.
Me neither.
I was basically say there are some things you can have opinions about. There's some things you just mind your own damn business. That's all. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some NFL. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Brought to you by GBank. Earn cashback rewards on every eligible gaming transaction. vsin.com/GBank. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions apply.
After week 13 in the NFL, the Detroit Lions, the betting favorite to win Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. The Lions at 11-1 or plus 250. They're currently riding a 10-game win streak in the Thursday night's matchup with Green Bay. The Buffalo Bills, who clinched the AFC West, are plus 500 to win the Super Bowl. Kansas City also at 11-1 at plus 500 as well. The Philadelphia Eagles plus 550. They're 10-2 on the season. Baltimore Ravens are plus 1,000. The Green Bay Packers are plus 1,300. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 9-3 on top of the AFC North, plus 2,500 to win the Super Bowl. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't let cold season make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution for nasal congestion, Navage. Navage uses gentle suction to flush out your sinuses with refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all winter long. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at select warehouse clubs in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better fast. Check out Navage at your local retailer today. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind,
is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Oh, no. My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. For a limited time, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for Watch and Tab. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
In most countries of the world, Porte means door. United Porte Custom Doors, located in the Scottsdale Airport Design District, is now open with over 40,000 European doors, all in stock, ready for delivery, and at wholesale prices. Designers, contractors, builders, and yes, you. Come see our showroom on Greenway Hayden Loop. That's United Porte, Porte. Stop by to see and feel the quality at United Porte Custom Doors. Find us at uporte.com. That's uporte.com.
We put you so close to the game, you can almost smell the sweat.
Ooh, awkward.
GCU basketball is live on the Fanatic.
Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Catch the Lopes live from GCU Arena when they take on the University of Hawaii. Don't miss a minute of the action live here on the Fanatic.
Michael Potter and Paul Coro have the call live for GCU basketball on 1580 The Fanatic and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Oh, you know, it turns out Hefty Lefty is part Armenian. That's why he was making that connection with the butter, I guess. Still, anyway, let's there's something I was going to tell you. Oh yeah, by the way, we're out of Thanksgiving food now. Finally, thank God.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah, we polished that off last night. I don't feel good. Yeah,
had to work extra hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And then yeah, she cheated though. So I was like, we're good, we're done. And I was getting something out of the fridge today, and I was like, what's this? She saved some of that green bean casserole. I'm like, well, God be with you. I'm not doing that. It was good. I'm not saying it wasn't good.
It had its time.
6 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Not today. Not today. Anywho, all right. So right now, Lamar Jackson leads all players in the Pro Bowl voting results. That's right. He's got the most fan Pro Bowl votes of any player with 44,000. Right behind him, Derrick Henry. Feels like there's I don't know, it's a little bit of a street effort in Maryland right now to get these guys the votes, right?
Yeah, fans can vote, and if your team is doing really well, and if your offense looks like that one, well, you'll vote for your guys.
I'm just saying, it just they're good, but for the popularity voting, if you got 44,000 votes, somebody's reminding you. I'm not saying there's any tomfoolery here. I'm just saying there's a campaign saying don't forget to vote. Vote often, vote early,
and it's easy to do to get that support when the team just looks like that and those players are playing.
Sure.
Like they've done that in Washington before. Like, hey, don't forget to vote. It's like, oh yeah, we vote for punter Tress Way again. Like that. What are we? We've got nothing else to vote for here. So like,
can't wait to do that.
Yeah. So
well, Saquon Barkley for the Eagles, he's got 40,000 votes. Josh Allen is there in fourth place, 36,000 votes. Jahmyr Gibbs is in fifth place with 36,000 votes. No Patrick Mahomes, no Travis Kelce, no Chiefs. I mean, I'm sure they got some votes. I mean, it's not like they have 0 votes.
Yeah, but also I think there's just like a little bit of like, if you're the Chiefs and you're Chiefs fans in particular, where do you expect your team to be?
Mm-hmm.
You're not interested in seeing any of those guys in a Pro Bowl.
That's a good point. We're going to be busy that weekend.
Yeah.
So for the the real prize, the MVP race, it's really Josh Allen or Saquon Barkley at this point, right?
I think you can still include Lamar to a degree.
Okay.
Because he was just incredible for so much of this season and what he's done throwing the football and running the football.
You throw Jared Goff in the conversation?
You could, yeah. I mean, he is the signal caller of the best offense in the league.
But right now, it's between Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley.
I think the last couple of weeks have put those guys in the front seat. Yeah.
So between the two, who is it going to be? Usually, it's always going to be a quarterback, but I got to tell you, I think it's Saquon Barkley.
I think it's Saquon too. I think where Josh Allen has the case is just, he's had some record-breaking games this season, not the least of which was last week, where he's the first quarterback to catch a pass, throw a pass, and run a pass in the same game. He just has
that was bonkers.
Yeah. And he just has that kind of stuff going for him this year. Where I think the voters will lean quarterback just for that's what they always do. But I would think that if the season ended today and they had to give out the award today, I would think Saquon got robbed if Josh Allen got the award.
Well, if they gave me a vote, I'd say Saquon.
I'd say Saquon too.
Because, yeah, I mean, it's tough because with Saquon Barkley there, Jalen Hurts has had to do less. You know what I mean? So we don't know what he would be doing if Saquon wasn't there. Would Saquon be playing at such a level that we'd be fighting between Josh Allen and Hurts?
Maybe, but I do think that with Hurts, he regressed last year. He looked worse. And I think part of that was he did have to do so much. And when you have to do that much,
all right,
you make mistakes. Like we talk about the good Josh Allen and the bad Josh Allen, but when Josh has a lot of help, we tend to see the good Josh Allen. And I think the same thing is true for Jalen. I think Jalen's being severely underlooked right now, but Jalen's been really good this year, in part because he doesn't have to do so much to carry that football team offensively.
So Against the Spread has a question. So if he's asking us for any kind of thought or advice, we damn well better stop everything and give it to him because he's given us money.
Yeah.
He's given us betting tips that have made money.
Mm-hmm.
So
many times.
Here's what Against the Spread has to query. He says, I've got a Bears question. Since the Bears waited to fire Eberflus for 2 years, they missed out on Sean Payton and Jim Harbaugh. So who do they hire now? I doubt they go after Coach Prime because the Cowboys job might open up after Mike McCarthy gets his Golden Corral severance package. What about Pete Carroll? They need a proven leader, not someone who has no head coaching experience. Coach Carroll still has some tread left in the tires. If not him, who? Well, Bill Belichick is floating around out there. I don't know.
Belichick seems like he's campaigning for the Jets job.
Yeah, I don't know who's really looking like, ooh, I want to go to the Bears. Yeah, after the way things have been handled with Eberflus, the way they didn't fire the GM. So now you're just going to get more of the same from the GM down.
Which Ryan Poles has done a good job with that team. Like there is talent on that roster. It's just weird that the offensive line still looks the way it looks, but like
is he just bad at coaches?
Yeah, that's what it appears to be. Because I mean, when you look at everything else on that roster, that defense is a top level defense. You do not just beat the Bears. They are bad, but you will have to fight them for those wins. If you look at all the teams that have beat them this year, especially in the second half of the season, you've had to struggle to beat the Bears. So I think with him, it's just hiring the coaches because the roster's fine. And you've got Caleb Williams, who's starting to show like, okay, there's something here. I think you've got to get this right from the standpoint of hire a coach that's going to help mentor your quarterback. And I don't think it has to be a guy with lots and lots of experience. I think if you go Ben Johnson with the Lions, I think you're probably doing well. If you want the guy that has a lot of experience, that'd be tough to say. I mean, Spagnuolo's had experience before. He's been a head coach if you want to go that route, but he's more of a defensive guy. So he's going to have to hire an offensive coordinator that is absolutely on point. You can't waste any more time with your rookie quarterback on his rookie deal with an offense that just doesn't work, which is what Eberflus did for most of this year.
Beer Nut says Coach Cliff is going to the Bears.
I mean, I've heard those reports.
I mean, that's just
people will see.
There's no substance to that.
I just think Ben Johnson's more likely. Like people just like him a little bit more. I think
But
maybe
if you're Ben, if you want to go to the Bears, who wants to go to the Bears? Now, there's other job openings right now. There is a job opening in Vegas. I'm sorry.
well, it will be open by the end of the season.
All right, Vegas.
It's not open yet.
Probably wasn't fair of me to say right now. There's a job opening with the Bears. The job opening in New York, the Jets.
Yeah.
There's a job opening. Who else got fired? Somebody else got fired.
I don't know if anybody
Early
else
on.
got fired.
Somebody else.
Hold
Well,
on.
here's the thing. There's openings, and there's openings that are coming. Let's be honest. Golly, I just don't. You know what? I feel like that Jerry Jones had a conversation with Deion Sanders, and Deion says, "Just give me another year here." And so Jerry's like, "All right, I'll give Fatty another year."
I don't think Deion's going to the Cowboys. I don't think that Jerry wants to share the spotlight with Deion Sanders. If Deion fixes the team, it will be about how great Deion is, and Jerry won't do it. He's hired yes men the last 2 or 3 coaches he's hired. He's going to hire more yes men. The one non-yes man he hired, Bill Parcells, didn't like him. I don't think that that's going to work.
All right, forget that. So, but back to the Bears. I'm not seeing Belichick.
I'm not seeing Belichick there, though. I mean, that defense with Belichick would be
Belichick, probably the Jets.
Good night.
If he does, it'll be the Jets.
Yeah, I think he wants.
And because he's been talking up Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah,
he's like, oh, he could have a good year next year. He's like, he says the real thing is to figure out when it is time to move on from him as quarterback. And he says it's one of the toughest things to do as a coach is to figure out when the time is right and when the time isn't. And he says, he brought up Rodney Harrison had been injured and was playing bad. And then, by the time he got him over there with the Patriots, he was helping him win Super Bowls and stuff. So I guess, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Belichick is seeing in Aaron Rodgers that we have not seen because we've watched the games and it's been painful and it's been sad. And, and he's a guy who blames everybody but himself. How's that going to go with the Bill Belichick style of coaching?
It won't.
0% accountability
The
means
McAfee
100%
appearances?
accountability.
How's the McAfee appearances going to work with a Bill Belichick coach as the head coach of that team? Like, I don't know that works either. Bill is like, let's keep everything under the vest. Let's keep things in-house. We're not going to go out there and tell them everything that's happening. Aaron is going on Pat McAfee's show and telling them everything that's happening, down to, when they traded for Devontae Adams popped on the screen in the background over there. Like that kind of stuff. Bill doesn't want all that stuff out there. I don't know that this is the job that Bill thinks that he wants, but I think he thinks he wants it.
Well, I mean, he could have another job. It doesn't have to be the Jets. And I'm sure he's considering any and all options. And I'm sure it's not just the Jets who are probably ready to talk to him. I'm sure the other teams will too.
There will be a lot of teams. And if Bill Belichick, has interest in the job, I think you'd be stupid not to pick up the phone and call him unless there's something that he wants right off the bat that you're not willing to give up, in which case, fine. I think when you look at the Bears, like I just don't know what the options are going to be, and I don't think I want to shut out a new coach. I don't want to sit there and act like a young coach is necessarily going to fail when we've seen that that's not the case in LA with the Rams, with McVay, or in Minnesota, with O'Connell, or, in Miami with McDaniels. Like the young coaches have been working. So I don't know that you can say young coach not going to work, but this guy's got to be buttoned up, and Eberflus clearly wasn't.
Yeah. Well, the Bears president, Kevin Warren, says our head coaching job will be the most coveted in the NFL this year.
It's gonna be up there. The roster's good. It's not.
All right, I give you that. They got cap. They got cap space.
They've got cap space. They've got a young quarterback.
Sure.
They've got a defense that's already built. It's a great defense. It just needs the offense to maybe finish drives and sustain them so that they're not on the field all the time. They might need a running game too, but like this is a mostly built team. They need a coach that's actually good.
Well, against the spread says, what about Marcus Freeman to coach the Bears?
I don't know. I mean, it could work. I always think that the college to NFL leap is just a weird one because the game is not the same. And when you make that jump, you need a good coaching staff around you. what is Marcus Freeman's NFL contact list like? Because you're going to fill out your staff from people working on other teams. Who do you know in the league? That's the reason why I'm not big on suggesting college coaches going to the NFL. And that's why a lot of them struggle. They're not bad at coaching in the NFL. It's that they get to the NFL and you've got to fill out a staff and you don't know anybody at that level.
Deflated Balls says John Gruden to the Bears.
Oh, he's just never coaching again. I mean, we could talk about it. Why entertain it? He's never coaching in the NFL again. It's simply not happening.
Beer Nut says if the Cowboys finish at 500, fat ass ain't going anywhere. Yeah, you're probably right.
You know he's not.
Pink Eye says Sanders is a package deal with his son.
With Shadur, I don't know that that's true. Because I don't know you can dictate that when you look at the teams that are pretty sure they've got a quarterback or somebody that they believe in. The teams that are left, you can't dictate. Well, we also have to hire your dad. Like that's not going to work. They're just simply not going to draft him. Cam Ward is also in this draft. They'll just draft him.
Oh, look, Moist One with jokes says Ron Rivera to the Bears.
Yeah, no one's doing that either, man.
Yeah,
Ron Rivera
Gruden will never be a coach again because of what he emailed. Rivera will never be a coach again because we've seen him coach.
That last season in Washington killed any chances he had of ever coaching again. If that season
he was
hadn't
just
happened,
so disconnected.
Yeah, I mean,
he was just like staring off, and they're like, "You want to call a timeout?"
Yeah,
like,
they're sitting there. You know, he did the whole "I didn't know we could tie a football game" thing. He did the "Oh man, we had a timeout." Like, yeah, Ron, you had a timeout and you didn't use it. Like, it's just he just was unplugged from that entire organization, and it cost him. He's good on the radio though. I heard him with one of the Westwood One games.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
He's not bad.
Now he's got that going for him. Nice guy. I don't want bad things for him, but hopefully he's good with his money.
And Ron Rivera, look, he changed the culture of the Commanders, and like I'll always appreciate him for that. And he did it. You know, his mom died the very first year he was head coach, and he had to coach through all of that, and he did it. He did his job well. But he's not going to be a head coach again based on that last year.
Yep. Absolutely right. All right, we got to take a break. It's our last one. We'll come back. We got On This Date in Big George's sports history. Plus, I'll give you a quick look at some of the injuries and things that are going on in the NFL. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Don't let cold season make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution for nasal congestion, Navage. Navage uses gentle suction to flush out your sinuses with refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all winter long. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at select warehouse clubs in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better fast. Check out Navage at your local retailer today. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Now open in Scottsdale. It's United Forte Custom Door Showroom with 40,000 Euro doors and hundreds of state-of-the-art designs and finishes on display, plus kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, and more, all at wholesale prices. Builders, contractors, designers, and yes, you. Come see our showroom on Greenway Hayden Loop. That's United Forte, Porte. Stop by to see and feel the quality. United Forte Custom Doors. Find us at uporte.com. That's uporte.com.
With all the school supplies your child will need over the years, it can be easy to overlook the most important one of all, money, which is a good reason to open an AZ 529 education savings plan. Whether you invest $15 or $150 a month, your money grows tax-free. By the time your little one is ready for college, vocational school, or workforce training, they'll have all the savings they need to get the job of their dreams. Visit az529.gov to get started.
This message is sponsored by the Office of the Arizona State Treasurer.
At Diamond Days Desert Wholesale Diamond,
we offer incredible diamonds, both mined and cultivated, all at amazingly low prices.
Check out these cultivated lab-grown diamond earrings.
2 carats total weight, collection color and lab-grown, only $25.90.
And she'd love this amazing tennis bracelet in natural mined.
4 carats total weight in yellow or white gold, only $39.90.
And how about this diamond chain in cultivated?
12.5 carats total weight, collection color and lab-grown, only $79.90.
And last but not least, especially this year, 1.5 carat floating diamond pendant.
Collection color and lab grown, only $9.90.
Call, email, or message us for an in-person appointment.
Or sit back and relax for free FedEx shipping anywhere in the USA.
Call Diamond Dave at 480-397-2450. That's 480-397-2450. Or follow him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's at Diamond Dave, Kantor.
1580 The Fanatic and at 1580thefanatic.com. Your home for sports.
Danny Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Hey, remember how smart you felt when you had Christian McCaffrey and he got hurt, but you grabbed Jordan Mason real fast? You're out. Oh, you're like, ha 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 ha. Bad news. Christian McCaffrey and Jordan Mason are both now on the IR. Oof.
Ow.
Who was that in our
Moist
league?
one?
Who?
Moist one.
Oh, Moist one.
And I knew it was Moist one because he got me with it literally the first week of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
swapped out Mason for McCaffrey. I thought I had the win. Oh
yes. Oh no.
And he got me good. He got me.
So it looks like I'm looking at his lineup. Moist one has Christian McCaffrey still in at the running back position with an I and an R next to his name. Josh Jacobs at running back with a Q next to his name. I don't know what his situation is. Where's Jordan Mason? Oh, he's already dropped him. And you're probably like, damn it, I wish I hadn't dropped Jordan Mason. Nope, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's in second place right now.
Yeah, Moist one's on top of things, though, so I'm pretty sure that there's some...
Well, he's playing the Berg, so he'll be fine. Sorry, Berg. I'm really sorry. That's just a fact.
Not your year.
I can't believe I'm still in ninth place. I lost again. I have more points than the Punisher. He has a win, so he was able to push up higher than me because he's 5-8. I'm 4-9. This week is my only chance. Now, if he loses and you beat me, then I will still move up because I have a higher point total than him. So I could still win by losing.
You just rather not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Bat Flipper says, hey, the Lions offensive coach for the Jets. They've got young talent at running back and receivers and good in defense. Who's the OC for the Jets?
For the Jets?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Because then they fire the first one.
Wasn't this year, was it?
There've been a lot of OCs fired. I actually am getting them confused now.
I don't think the Lions have had to fire anyone in a while. I don't know, Bat Flipper. You don't know his name. We don't know his name. You're sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, because the Jets took Nathaniel Hackett's play calling. Is he saying that the Lions OC should go to the Jets?
Yes.
Nobody wants the Jets OC.
No. The Lions offensive coach should go to the Jets.
Oh, I was looking up the Jets OC. That's Ben Johnson.
Oh, that's what you've been saying.
Yeah, the whole time.
Boy.
For weeks, actually. I thought Ben Johnson was going to get hired last year.
We need to turn this crap off and go get some food. Because clearly we're all got a little low blood sugar going here.
That's what's going on in this moment. Yeah.
Well, that was me on last Thursday, man. I just sitting there, words are coming out. I'm just like, am I here? I just, sometimes you just need a little applesauce there. Garrett Wilson, says Big Jake.
Yeah, you give him Garrett Wilson. I mean, I think they're going to have to move on from Rodgers. Ben Johnson's being very particular about where he chooses to go. Last year, Washington had a lot of interest in him, and I don't think that Ben Johnson really, really had that belief that the organization had turned the corner, so he didn't take the job. I don't think he's going to New York.
Pink eye, Tony Romo to the Bears. Hey, if it gets him off the TV, I'm for it. I don't have to listen to him with Jim Nantz anymore. I like Jim Nantz. Don't ruin Jim Nantz for me, man.
Yeah, I just don't know if you want Tony Romo teaching Caleb Williams how to throw an interception at the most crucial point in the game where you absolutely cannot do that. That is what he would learn.
Thundar, the San Barbarian, says, I think Josh Allen's one play last night should count for 14 points in fantasy football since he both threw a touchdown pass and caught the lateral to finish the pass and run in for a touchdown. Seems fair to me. I don't know how they scored that.
I don't know how they scored that either.
Let's see. Who I think isn't it Wise? It's Ralph's got him, right? Ralph doesn't have him. Oh, who had? Oh, Randy. No, wait, who had him? I'm trying to find it so I can see. No. Yeah, can you find it? I'd like to see how they scored that. I don't remember who has them in our league. I think various leagues will have scored it differently.
Yeah, the general thing is that you would get awarded the passing touchdown and the touchdown reception.
Right. No, that makes sense.
So you would get double.
It's funny because you throw the ball to a guy who then throws it back to you, and then you run it in. But it's not a proper pass.
It's not a proper pass
because
it is.
You should get a running touchdown, and that's what they gave him. Okay, so
gotcha. Because the reason why he got the stat for the reception is because he is credited with throwing the pass, and because a lateral isn't considered a pass.
Whoa. Okay. No. Here's the stat line that he had. He has 2 passing touchdowns. He has 1 rushing touchdown and 1 receiving touchdown. He didn't get that many points. He only had 33.9 points in Blender League. So he got 1 for passing. Wait, they called it a reception?
Yeah, it's a reception because he threw the ball. And because he
didn't throw it to himself, he threw it to a guy who lateraled it to him. That counts as a pass?
A lateral does not count as a pass. That's the reason why.
Then he shouldn't have gotten a receiving touchdown.
He's the one that's credited with scoring the touchdown of the pass that was thrown. That's the reason why. You may not like it, but that's the way the rules read, and that's why he got credited with it.
I'm good with him getting the rushing touchdown. Not so much a receiving touchdown.
He got the rushing touchdown as separate.
No, I know. I'm just saying this should have been another rushing touchdown because it was lateral to him and he ran the ball in. He didn't go in front of the guy and get it passed to him.
If he threw it to the guy and the ball was fumbled and he picked it up, I believe he would still have been credited with the reception. It's just about having thrown it and then scoring it after it was thrown.
So he was credited for passing and receiving, not rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for it, but whatever. I mean, listen, it's the same points, right? It's the same points anyway.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think it's different.
But yeah, he only after 148 yards passing. That's probably why he didn't have that many points. He didn't have a whole lot of passing yards. 2 touchdowns passing, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Got him 33.9. Now, if he'd put up another 150 yards passing, yeah, he'd be 45-50 territory right then. So that'd have been a little frustrating for anybody who had Josh Allen. Hey, Matthew Stafford has a minor ankle sprain, in case you care, and even if you don't, but he says he should be able to play through it. Are the Rams in a fight for anything, or they should? I mean,
they are.
I guess you got to get your money's worth out of Matt Stafford because he hasn't really done much for you.
Yeah, and part of that is the injuries that they've had. They had the Cooper Kupp injury that lasted eternally, and then Puka Nacua emerges as this awesome target, and then he's injured all year this year and intermitting, like losing time with Nacua. Like, yeah, I mean, that's just going to be what that is. But the Rams are not eliminated from the playoffs, and let's see here. According to Sportsline, they've got a 16% chance of making it, so they're going to keep playing. At
16%,
at 6-6 in a division where you're only behind a game, why would you stop playing?
Yeah,
like it's a bad division.
Everybody says he's getting old. Like he's actually showing on him as a quarterback.
I mean, it is. the accuracy is not there, and I think that's the part that starts to really go when these guys get older.
They got him in time for a Super Bowl. Now it's time to start thinking about the future.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, by the way, was he thinking about the future? Because he started himself in fantasy football before he caught his own touchdown pass. So it makes you wonder if he went over, because that was a new guy that threw it to him. You know, they gave him the ball. Who gave him the ball? Amari Cooper. He hadn't been there that long.
Yeah.
So, hey, Amari, I'm going to throw the ball to you and then throw it back to me. There was no way they could have planned
There's no way they could have planned that because Cooper,
he'd have that touchdown himself.
Yeah. That would help him more.
But in the end, yes, he really helped himself out quite a bit with that. So
why wouldn't you start yourself every week? Like, why would you be Josh Allen and then go, I don't know, Kyler's going to have a good matchup? Just start yourself.
You know what? You don't win if you get too precious, even with yourself. If I were, let's say I'm Jared Goff. Here, I'll let my mouth kind of hang open and look.
Oh my gosh.
Let's say I'm Jared Goff, but I also have Jalen Hurts on my fantasy football roster. Yeah, I'm not starting me.
I don't know, man. I trust me to get the stats.
Oh, I trust me to go out there and play my heart out, but the numbers don't lie, man.
I know you can't be precious about your teams, but if it's literally myself, I don't know if I'm able to do that. I don't think I could be pragmatic to not start myself in fantasy football.
I just don't like to lose. If I got to lose on the field, I'd rather not lose on the computer.
Well, that's the thing is, like, if I'm losing on the computer because of me, well, then that's extra motivation.
Swazman says Stafford is a great quarterback this season, gets long and injuries hurt more, but he is a competitor and he is in my fantasy quarterback. So I hope I can win a championship. How's he been doing with the points? I guess I should take a look at that. Chosen One says the Rams have the easiest schedule going forward. Well, I guess that's another good reason to have them out there slinging it, try to pile up some W's, find yourself in the playoffs.
Yeah, if Seattle slips up, Arizona slips up, you're there.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Choro says forward progress was stopped. That Allen touchdown should not have counted. The NFL's rigged.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Forward progress is subjective, though.
Forward progress, if it was like a quarterback, yeah. Forward progress on a receiver who's still kind of moving and trying to get out of you give him a beat more, Choro.
He was moving enough to be able to lateral. So like that,
but the subjectiveness of it, I agree. That is a bit like,
there's no way to make it objective.
Yeah, you're right.
How many beats are you going to count when you see a guy stop moving? Like, you really do have to.
One Mississippi.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that,
Two Mississippi.
I don't like trying to make that particular part of the game objective. Because I don't think you can.
Choro wants 3 Mississippi. 4. Okay, let's just move on. It's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1999, Tori Murden, a 36-year-old adventuress from Louisville, Kentucky, rode American Pearl, it's a boat, through tranquil waters to Fort de Boss on the southeast coast of the Caribbean island of Guadeloupe, 81 days and 2,961 miles later. Yeah, and actually had to go through a really bad tropical storm after leaving Los Gigantes. Let's just say Africa. I'm not going to read all these hard to pronounce names. I know it's George just screwing with me. So she left Africa. She rowed across the Atlantic Ocean, and then she showed up there. I don't know. Wait, no, she left the she got to the Caribbean. So she went from Africa to the Caribbean. That's what she did. And she became the first woman and first American, male or female, to row across the Atlantic alone. Why? Why would you do that?
Because she's a person and people do stuff because
it's a very big ocean.
They do it because they can.
That is nuts. That is just nuts.
So, like, there are just certain people, they're wired that way. They hear something that sounds insane and impossible to do, and then they want to do it.
Good for her, but I mean,
you couldn't get me to. You couldn't pay me to.
We need to get her on the show. I need to have a conversation with her. What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you? That shit, because have you been on the ocean?
Yeah.
Have you been out on the ocean? Not just by the shore. Like, we're talking out on the ocean.
Out on the ocean? No.
Yeah, I have. It's a whole lot of nothing in every direction. And that you get the very, very real sense that this ocean is very deep. And if I just one wrong move, bloop, I'm done. Gone. No, this is deadly.
I have been at the beach, and I have seen out into the ocean, and I have seen enough. I don't need to go out in the ocean to find out I don't want to be in the ocean.
It gets worse.
I'm sure it does. I believe you.
So this gal, she's like, row, row, row. You're about bleep is wrong with you.
And if you get unfortunate enough to be in one of those storms where the waves look like mountains, listen, no.
If this was my wife, you know what I would do? I'd be like, honey, smell this. Does it smell like chloroform to you? And then I just drive her like a couple miles off the coast and be like, wake up, honey. Oh, no, you've been rowing all this time. Come on, keep going. She'll, what? And let her keep rowing. So let her think she did it. And then we all go home alive.
Look, that's just how some people are wired. The people that like to climb Mount Everest, why? Literally, why? There's nothing in it for you except that to say you did it, which is how some people just are. They just are like that.
Big Jake's like that. He says, I'm hiring Rex Ryan if I'm Chicago's GM.
Yeah, that would be something you do just because you can.
You want to get fired? Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Just for the hell of it. For the thrill, the danger of
like
how fast.
Like Tory Murden.
How fast are they going to fire you, Ryan? If
you
Rex
start
Ryan.
bringing up Rex Ryan, and polls is somebody's going to go to him and say, "Does this smell like chloroform to you?"
Yeah. Then his office is going to be empty.
All right, guys, listen up. We're out of here. We'll be back in your radios again tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.